Okay, we are live. Thank you people for being here. I was already seeing my good friend Bit on Twitch. What's up, Bit? You're still there, dude? Or did you leave? Also seeing Calavera on Twitch. What's up, dude? What are you working on today? Okay, people, we're gonna continue working on the same fucking shit we were working on yesterday. So remember, these last few days I've been working on these new houses, these new buildings and shit. I hadn't been working on this new scene for interior. It's like a cafe, right? So we've got this one, and now I'm working on a shop. It's like an antique shop, something like that. Yeah, who knows? Yeah, just a shop where you can find all sorts of things. So yeah, let's start here. I have already set up the map. So yeah, this is what we got for the other one, right? Remember, this is like from the last 2 days on the live streams. Okay, cool stuff, cool shit. So I'm excited about that one. So let's go back to this one to see what we can do today. So Blockbench, let's start with Blockbench. Let's fire up this shit. Fuck yeah, let's fucking go. Okay, let me close up some of this software so I don't get like the RAM get eaten up and shit. Let me close this one. Okay, this one, yeah, this one's cool, and everything's fine. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, the fuck did that one open again? Okay, let's continue. Blockbench, where are you, dude? Okay, here is Blockbench on my other monitor. So this is the thing that we had yesterday, right? I was starting with the shop. I was like blocking out the space, like to see like how the vibe and the layout of the place was gonna be. Let me fire up Obsidian also, so we can see like what the vibe of what I want to do. Darna says, is that the toilet room? It may be, dude. I may have to do toilets on this game, dude. Yeah, this could be the toilet, dude. Yeah, so Darna says, is this the toilet? We should. What do you think, Darna1 on Twitch? This is the first time this person comes to my channel, people. I don't know who this person is. What do you think, Darna1 stranger? If this should be the toilet of the game, dude? Yeah. Where are you from, by the way, Darna1? Do you work making games or what? I'm just joking, people. Darna's a very good friend. Yeah, I know he's talking shit. He's a very good friend of this channel. So what's up, dude? How's life and everything? Very happy to see you back here. It's late, right, where you are. Yeah, but it's the same time, dude, that you had like 1 month ago or 2 months ago. You didn't change the fucking time like the United States. People are like bullying me now, telling me you're starting too late for me and shit, because we have the daylight saving time and shit, and I'm like, dude, it's the same fucking hour for me. So what's up, Darna? Thank you for being here, dude. Okay, so let's go back here. So no, dude, it's not the toilet, it's the shop. Seraxis says hello, people. Dude, thank you for coming back, Seraxis. I owe you something, Seraxis. Yeah, dude. Very fucking sorry, dude. I've been a bit busy, couple of bit of crazy days. So what's up, Seraxis? Thank you for being here. What have you been working on? Okay, let's fire up Obsidian so we can have it here on the other fucking side. Let's see the images. I'm gonna close this one here. So this is some of the things that we were working on yesterday at the end of the stream. So just blocking out the space of the assets, right? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, this one here. Okay, so there it is. Awesome. So I'm gonna close this one. Darna says I'm good, thanks. Happy, dude. Happy that you're good. Yeah, dude, life's crazy, right, in many ways. It's been crazy days, dude, for everyone, I think. So I am happy that you are well, my dude. What have you been working on, Darna? Seraxis says on Twitch, I'm doing great, just chilling. Good stuff, dude. Dude, I am cooked today. I am feeling a bit burned out. I have had insomnia for like a week now. My sleep is all totally fucked up, dude. I am cooked. So today I was feeling like, yeah, a bit cooked, a bit tired, but and I thought to myself like 5% of myself said don't do the stream, dude, you're tired, and like that tiny part of myself didn't want to do it. But fuck it, dude, fuck it, we gotta keep coming in, keep grinding and shit. Yeah, so yeah, that's how we roll, Seraxis. Darna says trying to keep awake, laugh out loud. Me too, Darna1. We may be in different time zones, dude, but we are both on the same ship, trying to keep awake. So let's keep both of ourselves awake, Darna One. Let's start talking shit, dude. Where are the fucking crazy conversations? So Seraxis, what have you worked on in these last few days, my dude? Seraxis says, yup, my friend. Yeah, dude. I am like Darna right now, trying to keep awake. So I'm hoping that Darna can keep me awake today with the crazy ass conversations. Seraxis says, we gotta do the work. We gotta do it, dude. Yeah, there's no other way. It is what it is, dude. The grind has to keep going. Yeah. Okay, so we had these things. They're like containers, right? And we've got like there are some ones on top of other ones. Yeah, like that. Okay, there it is. Awesome. Okay, this is what I'm thinking. Yeah, so these are like glass. What, I don't even know what type of name this furniture has in English. Like, what is the term for this kind of furniture? Those glass furnitures. Taraxi says, I was sculpting a character and haven't finished it. Is it the same one that you were showing us like the last week, dude? Yeah, same Blender stuff, right? Darna says there's shit pants, old-fashioned toilets. Which ones, dude? These ones. The ones that I asked. I'm asking about this glassed furniture, dude. I don't know the term for that shit in English. So which one are you talking about, Darkna One? That says, no, my dude, some new shit. Oh, new character modeling. Darna says, the containers. Dude, no, they are not. I am gonna, dude, you just made me. I'm gonna grab this shit. I'm gonna go into Google and I'm gonna double check what this is. If it is not that, dude, fuck you, Darkna One. Okay, let's see in Google. These are sake barrels, dude. These are sake barrels. It's the alcoholic beverage from Japan. Darna One says you wish. Fuck you, dude. It's sake, dude. Yeah, the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, so yeah, sake, it's like the liquor from Japan, people. Yeah, the traditional liquor. I had seen sake on bottles. I had never seen it on these containers. That's cool. That's really cool. So don't listen to this Darna One person, people in chat. He's crazy. Serax is laughing already. Yeah, I told you, dude. I knew it. If there was one person today that would keep me awake, it would be Darna One. Darna says, did you say suck balls? No, dude. I didn't say shit. I didn't say none of that. Do not listen to this type of accusations. This is a crazy person in chat, people. Darna, what have you been working on, dude? Darna says you just did. No, I didn't say any of that sort, dude. None of that. I didn't say any of that sort. You're making shit up. Yo, Darna, Seraxis, what are these things named? These glassed things. Yeah. What is the term in English? Seraxis laughing. Stop laughing, Seraxis. We are being serious here, dude. Please do not laugh. I told you, dude. I'm gonna ban you because you haven't ate sushi. So you're like on thin ice, Seraxis. Stop laughing. Darna says counters. Yeah, I would have thought that they are counters, dude. But in Spanish, they have a different term. So I thought that in English they would have like a specific term for the ones that are made from glass. But yeah, just counters, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. But I thought like in Spanish they had like a different name. Okay, so these ones are gonna be glassed counters. And we're gonna use two materials with this one. So let me think about how am I gonna do this shit. Yeah, let me think about this. Yeah. Yesterday I was thinking about it. Yeah, I'm gonna do the lower part of this. Yeah, let me do the lower part of that one. Let's add a subdivision here, a loop cut here. Yeah, I'm gonna change the offset a bit. Yeah, and I'm gonna do another extrusion here. So yeah, this is the wooden part of the counter. It's like this part here, that one. Okay, so now the glass is gonna be other meshes because I'm gonna assign other material to that part. So I'm not gonna use the same UVs in the same on the same material and shit. So Darna one says glass counters. Then fuck you, dude. Darna says don't think too much. We can start to see smoke coming out of your ears. You could really see smoke coming out of my ears today, dude. I'm like really pushing myself today. So fuck yeah, Darna. Dude, you're talking way too much shit, and you haven't told me what progress have you made on your game in these last few days. So what is the vibe today, Darkna One, with your game and your projects? Okay, so let me see how I'm gonna approach this one. Yeah, I'm gonna extrude these faces and I'm gonna separate them. Yeah, I think. Yeah, so yeah, this one I'm gonna move it a bit down. Yeah, they can't be too tall because of the spaceman. Okay, I'm gonna cut these faces. Yeah, let me see if I can separate those faces from this mesh. Okay, edit. How do I do this one? I'm looking how to cut these faces to remove them. Yeah, so how do I do that here in Blockbench? This all apply, copy, not copy, no. Or maybe copy, and I could just delete them. Okay, I copied them. I deleted them. So let me go into, how do I create, yeah, like an empty entity. Yeah. Let me paste. No, it's not working. Okay. Nah, not working. So I'm gonna do. Let me figure this one out. Seraxi says, and I'm back. Yeah, dude, where were you? Darna one says I loaded it and then closed it and played the game for a minute and just start staring at the screen. So which one are you talking about? About your game? The one that you're making? Yeah, what did you figure out the other day, Darna one, with the Blender stuff, like the animation that you were working on and that you weren't able to export? Yo, Patty Pie has followed. What's up, Patty Pie? Thank you for following. Appreciate it. How are you? Thank you for coming in. If you want to ask me anything about the game, about what I'm working on, just leave a message. If you want to see a bit about my game, you can find it there on the pinned message on the chat. Thank you, Patty Pie, for the new follow. Fuck yeah. These are good vibes, people. We're starting with new followers. Let's fucking go. So yeah, Darna, I was asking you about the thing that you were working on the other day, dude. And you weren't able to export the FBX, the error. Did you figure that one out, dude? Okay, so I'm thinking about these faces. Yeah, so how do I create an empty mesh entity or anything? Okay, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna create this cuboid. Let's bring this shit here. And I'm gonna try and bring those faces to that one. Patty Pie says, hi. What's up, Patty Pie? Thank you for chatting. How are the vibes? What are you working on? What are you playing? Do you make games? Do you play games? Are you a musician, an artist? I ask that question always. Like, that is the first question that I ask to people, like, for the first time when they come to the channel. So thank you for coming in, Patty Pie. What is your vibe? What are you into? Like making games, playing games? Yeah, tell me. Let's talk. Let's start talking. Okay, so let me see if I can do what I'm thinking I want to do. Let me bring these faces. Darda wants this on Twitch. Fix my character mesh. Uploaded the wrong one. I can export the meshes. No problem in the animation. Fuck yeah, dude. How did you end up fixing it? Yeah, good stuff, Darda. I'm happy for that, dude. The animation was looking cool. It was exciting, dude. You really figured it out, like the anime reference that you had showed me before. So that's really, really cool, dude. Okay, let me select this once again. Okay, awesome. Let's see if I can do this shit, dude. Why can I cut this face? I'm gonna delete them. Let's come into this one. Okay. Okay. This shit works. So let me select everything. Haha, yeah, it works. It works like I was thinking. So I'm gonna delete those ones. Let me see. PattyPie says on Twitch, I don't know about game development or anything, but I want to support by following and not watching here and there. PattyPie, thank you for saying that. That is so nice. Really appreciate it. Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. The community here is open to game devs, gamers, artists, people that just love games, just love watching the process. So thank you for saying that. That is such a nice comment. So I imagine that you're a gamer, right? So which games are you, which type of games are you into? Yeah, that would be a good conversation to have. Dorda says, I boot and bash the shit out of it. That's how you fixed it, dude. Seraxi says, true. To which one, dude? To which of all of these comments it is like true? Do you also batch the shit out of everything to fix things like Crazy Darkna 1? Or were you like saying to PattyPie that you come here to support also? So which of both, Seraxis? Oh shit, Darkna 1 always saying that crazy shit in the chat. So I'm happy, dude, that you batched the shit out of everything and you fixed it. I'm having Coca-Cola today. I don't do that often on the streams, you know, right? That I don't drink anything because I don't want to go to the bathroom. But today I need the caffeine. I fucking need it. PattyPie says I stream sometimes and I play games. Oh, also on Twitch. Okay, PattyPie. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna give you the follow right now. Okay, so follow to PattyPie. Thank you PattyPie for coming in. I just gave you a follow. Looking forward to see what you play. GenkiDev says, brother, my dude, thank you for coming in. I was already missing you. I was like, where's GenkiDev? Yeah. What's up, dude? What are you working on right now? Seraxi says the support, dude. Okay, yeah, so you weren't saying like true to the crazy shit that Darkna said. Makes sense, Seraxi, because I think about you as a non-crazy person. Not crazy like me and Darkna 1. PattyPie says, well, I guess I used to. I'm too busy with work now. Don't worry. That's live, PattyPie. PattyPie says, yo, thank you. You're welcome. That's live. Like last year, PattyPie, I tried live streaming. I tried to do the same thing. I'm up today, I think, to 61 days live streaming this year in a row. And I wasn't able to do 3 days in a row last year because of life getting in the way, right? So it's not easy to do live streaming. I understand it. Darwin one says, like the old Nintendo console game, don't load, you kick the crap out of it, then it loads. Yes, dude. Yeah. You had to kick the shit out of the thing, or you had to like blow it. Remember blowing the cartridges? GenkiDev says, got it 30 minutes before we close and clean up. Oh shit, another follower. Oh my god. That is a funny screen name. Who is this? Check out the screen name. Oh my god, I'm gonna come. What's up? Your screen name is funny. New person. PattyPie says, and yeah, bashing the shit out of things is very real. Yeah, remember the TVs when you had like those scan lines and shit, like that noise, you had to hit the fucking TV on the side and it worked again. So yeah, that works. Seraxi says cool vibes. Yeah, laughing. Darkna 1 says, I don't blow, I'm not into that. Oh, I'm very sorry, Mr. Darkna 1. Not blowing the cartridges to make them work. Yeah, bashing the shit out of things was very effective in the older times. Yeah. Yeah, that is very much true. Okay, so let's try what I was thinking. Let's paste this ones on this one. Dude, where are the faces? Where are the faces? Okay, I'm gonna try and do it this way. So this is a different mesh. So I'm gonna delete these ones. Okay. There it is. Okay, delete this one also. Okay, awesome. So this is our mesh. Let's move it back here. This has to be a separate mesh because this is gonna have a separate material, like the glass, right? Yeah. But before I do that, yeah, let me do the extrusion for the inside of this. So Darkna 1 says, I don't think you got the joke, nerdy. I got the joke, dude. I know what you're talking about. Calavero laughing. Calavero says, oh. I know what you did there, Darkna 1. I'm not gonna talk about that. The thing that you want to talk about blowing and shit. Yeah. Seraxi says, maybe because Nerd is sleeping. No, I am sleepy, dude, but I got the joke. It's just that I'm not gonna keep that conversation going. Okay. Yeah, this is so crazy. Dude, we've got new followers, Darna. We have to like act like grown-ups today, Darna. Seraxi says maybe... Okay, I read that one. Darna says, you've been done the actions to it. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you, I haven't done anything. Yeah, so Darna 1 people in the house. I knew it. If I needed someone today to not sleep on the live stream, it was Darna 1. So we are both trying not to sleep. And we're like sleep deprived, having insomnia and shit. So Darna 1 is like the first line there on the battle today. So thank you, dude. Thank you for saying the crazy shit. Darna 1. What would be the hot take of the day? We've got new people here. We've got Patty Pie. We've got oh my god, I'm gonna come. Dude, I cannot believe that. That is a scream. That is a funny one, dude. I've seen many screen names here on Twitch, and that is one of the funniest ones that I've seen. So yeah, what would be one of the hot takes which we could start the conversation today? Okay, let's create a face of Reg on this one. Yeah, okay, awesome. Let me see. Let me see how am I gonna approach this one. Yeah, thinking about these parts here. Yeah, I'm gonna do an extrusion here. Yeah, loop cut here on this offset. But if I says best name, yeah, 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 best name new person on Twitch that followed me. Thank you. Yeah. Darna 1 says, there you go again. Fuck you, dude. No, Darna, yeah, what would be one of the hot takes? Let's start with hot takes. Nerd stuff, people, no politics, right? YankeeDev says, do you have a Blue Sky account? I do have a Blue Sky account, dude. I am like the same shit like in everywhere else. NerdyPunkDev. You can find me on Blue Sky. Let me link the account there on the chat. But yeah, I'm on Blue Sky, dude. But I think that Blue Sky... my Blue Sky is like full of bots, dude. Most of these people do not interact, and I got like this 850 followers very quickly, dude. But I think they are mostly bots on my account, dude. Yeah, so fuck me, dude. But I have it there. I post from time to time. I don't have the same motivation as posting on other social media, because I have felt like the engagement way too low, dude. But yeah, there it is, dude. That's my Blue Sky. YankeeDev says you created an account. Give me a follow, dude. I'm gonna give you the follow back. Who uses Blue Sky here? Who's a creator and also uses Blue Sky? That is a good conversation to have, like the hot take of the start of the day. So for me, Blue Sky, I opened the account like just a couple months ago, and I started getting followers very quickly. I was very much surprised on the follower count in a very organic way. I wasn't even posting that much, but the interactions, like the engagement, yeah, way lower than Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram. Yeah. So those 850 followers make me suspicious if they are really real. That has been my experience with Blue Sky. I'm not hating Blue Sky. I'm just stating the facts of my own experience, and other game devs have told me the same thing. A bit of like dead internet theory. Yeah, many bots. I was like very excited. I was like, holy shit, I'm getting a big ass community here very quickly. But the engagement has been very low. Yeah, I've seen that. Okay, let me move this face down here. So yeah, YankeeDev starting with Blue Sky. Let's see, dude, if you have a better experience than me with Blue Sky, because mine, you can see my posts, dude, very low engagement compared to my other social media. So it'd be interesting to know why that is happening, dude. But I don't know why that is happening. So if anyone else has used Blue Sky as a content creator, you maybe you could tell me like what your experience has been regarding Blue Sky. Okay, so this one, okay, there it is. I'm gonna delete this one, this other counter, and let's bring this ones here, because it's yeah, it's the same shit. Yeah, it's the same shit. So I'm gonna do this one, edit, transform, flip on X. Okay, awesome. There it is. So Genki Dev says on Twitch, laughing my ass off. I doubt it. It just looks like people who are too political who left X jump onto it. I'm just doing it for more exposure because I don't give a fuck. Hazy's on Blue Sky. What a lad. Yeah, Hazy's on Blue Sky, dude. Dude, I would say that Twitter is the same thing, dude. It's very political. But at least I found my niche in the Japanese game devs. Western game devs, this may be an asshole take, dude, but I didn't get support by Western game devs and gamers when I started my Twitter. And Twitter is like the most political place of the internet, right? So I would say that it's just the same thing as Blue Sky. And I was like trying to cultivate, nurture a community like the one that I was able to do on Twitter, which is like 99% gamers and game devs from Japan. And I was like trying to use it as for Westerns, like posted in English. But no, dude, the engagement has been very low. I'm thinking that most of my followers are bots. I don't know what's happening there. It's the same content that I have tried posting on other social medias. Everybody has a different experience. I've seen people on Blue Sky going viral, dude, like really, really viral. So it may be that I don't have the edge. I don't have like the right content for the social media. Yeah, but that is just my experience. Yeah, I'm just saying this in a non-biased way. Seraxi says, I don't have an account in Blue Sky. Okay, interesting. Genki Dev says, fuck politics, make games. Yes, dude, but both are have politics. Twitter and Blue Sky both have a lot of fucking politics, dude. But I was thinking that maybe I could find a niche, but it seems like no, I didn't, dude. Genki says Japan is a good market. I think they'll like my project. Yes, Genki Dev, I think they would like your project. That is like your target, dude. So you should try tweeting in Japanese one of these days. Darna One says, so you got all these accounts on different sites. Have you got an OnlyFans account? I do have one, dude. I could give you a discount on mine, Darna. You wanna see me, dude, in shorts and shit on the beach? So, Darna, if you're asking, I'm assuming, dude, that you want to see me, dude. Like, hanging on the beach in bikini and shit. I could give you, like, a discount. A special discount for you. So, you're the only one that asked this question. So, I'm assuming that you're the one that wants to see me in OnlyFans. Genki Dev says OnlyFans is virtually Patreon. UFC fighters are there selling MMA lessons. Yes, dude. OnlyFans started like that thing, right? Yeah, for like pornographic material. It was like a Patreon competitor, but then it became what it is right now. Teraxi says special discount. Yeah, I could give a special discount to Darna because he was the first one to ask here on Twitch, and I'm assuming that you just want to check me out, dude, on bikini on the beach and shit. Oh shit, dude, this is so crazy. New people must be like, what the fuck is up with these people? These people are crazy. We are crazy people, but we grind. We work hard. We grind. We come here to work. We come here to talk shit. At the same time that, yeah, we are working. Yeah, you may be right if you are thinking that we are crazy people like me and Dark No One and Seraxis and Genki Dev. But we are game devs. We're creators and everything, and we come here to have fun. Yeah. So for the new people, yeah, this is the vibe. Don't get spooked by the vibe. We're just like having fun. Okay, so this one, let's see. Genki Dev says anything for views. Yeah, dude. No, dude. I could have done many things like on the internet. Dude, in these times you can create an AI model. Yeah, and open an OnlyFans and start making money. That is so fucking easy, dude, to start scamming people and shit, but that just sounds like making money for the sake of making money. Boring shit, dude. And also the morals behind it, right? That's other topic, dude. Don't want to talk about it. But yeah, I like to use the internet to maybe make money about the things that I like to do, dude. The things that I'm passionate about. So yeah, I haven't fallen into the trap of doing anything for views. Genki Dev says that's what our favorite content creator deal though. says. This is what Genki Dev said on Twitch. This is the literal message. You can see it there on the fucking screen. This is what Genki Dev said. Darna one laughing. You got that one right. Yeah, weirdo. You got it way too quickly, Darna one. Okay, so we've got that. We're gonna have some things on the wall, I'm assuming. So let me do the thing that I'm gonna have on the walls. Let me duplicate this one. So today we're gonna start texturing this one, people. Yeah, we're gonna start. Oh, wear a Pikachu hat and wiggle the ears. Redeemed by Genki Devs. Okay, dude, let's fucking do it. Genki Dev says. Genki Dev says on Twitch, deal though will be a community inside joke forever. Yes, dude. That will be. You really got me reading that one, dude. That stupid ass name, dude. I was like, I haven't heard about this game developer that you're mentioning. So yeah, props to you, Genki Dev. You really got me with that one yesterday. So here's your reward, dude. Wiggling the ears and shit. Wearing the Pikachu hat. I'm gonna wear it for a couple more minutes, right? And then I'm gonna remove it. If you want me to use it again, people, you gotta use the points in the Twitch chat. Okay, so this one we're gonna have like there on the wall. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna resize this one. Yeah, let's move this one. Okay, resize it way too much. Oh shit, the fuck happened? Okay, let's move this one here. Okay, reading chat in a bit, people, give me just a sec. Genki Dev says, let's fucking go with the emojis in my stupid ass face. So people, you can use my stupid ass face there on Twitch as an emoji. It's a nice face, I'm not gonna lie. Handsome face. Stupid ass face, but handsome one. I'm joking, people, I'm joking. I don't really think that, so I'm really joking. Okay, let's resize this one. Let's bring it up here. Okay, awesome. There it is. And we could do like some divisions there. Yeah, I know how I'm gonna do this one. So I'm gonna extrude this selection. I am gonna do some divisions here. Let's do some loop cuts. I'm thinking about, yeah, 3. Yeah, 3 work. So same thing on the other axis, this direction. Yeah, 3. Okay, check it out. That's what I was thinking. So now I'm gonna do offsets, insets on each of these ones. So 20. Yeah, 20 works. So same thing. Genki Dev says on Twitch, can you explain the duplicating instances? How does it reduce the strain on performance? Are your trees casting shadows? They are, dude. All my trees are casting shadows, dude. I'm thinking yeah, so it seems like the way that you use instances, dude, there are less amount of draw calls from the engine, dude, instead of like duplicating meshes and shit and having different actors. But I was trying to do some research about what you're trying to do, dude. I was seeing that those are a lot of trees. Are they all casting shadows, dude? The trees that you showed me on your game. So Genki Dev's also a fellow Unreal Engine game developer. So we're talking about some trees that he's working on his game, and that they're getting a hit on the performance of the game. So yeah, are they casting shadows? Genki Dev says that makes sense. Yeah, there were, but I turned the shadows off. What happened when you turned the shadows off, dude? Yeah. Okay, let's do the inset here. This one's gonna be 20 also. And let's do the inset here, and this one's gonna be, all of these are gonna be 20. And then I'm gonna do extrusion to the inside. Genki Dev says it was just a quick and rough job to see how they looked. Yeah, dude, I saw it, but it's a good experiment. It's a good experiment. What happened when you remove the shadow casting? Yeah. Okay. Shift. Okay, there it is. 20 here. Inset selection and 20 here. Genki Dev says without the shadows it's fine because it's just a 2D texture sprite on an actor. Yeah, dude, so I'm thinking that there's a lot of performance being involved, like, because these trees are very close to each other, and they're like casting shadows on top of each other, and they were a lot of trees, dude, what I saw on the screenshot of your game. So it may be that, dude. I don't think, dude, that it's the amount of instances per se, but the amount of shadows of each instance, putting another shadow on the next instance and on the next one. That is the thing that seems to be killing your performance there. Polyphim says shadow casting sounds like a spell. Game dev wizard, what's up, Polyphim? Yes, dude, shadow. Yeah, casting shadows and shit. That sounds so fucking nerd. Making games is all already nerd, right? That's some already nerd shit. And using terms like casting shadows sounds like spells. So even more fucking nerd. So what's up, Polyphim? I saw you were working, dude, on some art and shit and music. What are the vibes? Genki Dev's laughing. Yeah, dude. That is way too fucking nerd. Even more nerd than it should be. Genki Dev says I need to see how Pokemon does it. That's a different engine, dude. I don't know. So which of the Pokemons are you talking about? Maybe I can check out the trees here so we can see like what is the vibe of the trees that they're using. So which of the Pokemons are you talking about? Okay, let's do the inset here and 20 here also. Polyphim says on Twitch, all good, just chilling. How things been going? It's been good, dude. Were you here yesterday, dude? I was like finishing the cafe. Remember that cafe, right? Yeah, so I finished this one, dude, and now I'm going for the shop. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I did this one, this interior, so now I'm going for the antique shop, something like that. That's what I'm thinking. So that's why we don't have anything here, and I'm currently in Blockbench. So I'm blocking things out so I can start the texturing today. Yeah, so Genki Dev says the DS era is 2.5D, like Diamond, Pearl, Soul Silver, Hard Gold, Black and White. Okay, let me check out Pokemon Diamond, Pearl to see how the trees are made. Darna1 says, need a beer now. Okay, go get one, dude. Go get one. Do beers help you be not be awake, Darna1? Yeah, I need Coke, dude. Just Coca-Cola, not the other Coke that you're gonna say. I know you're gonna say some weird shit if I just say Coke, so I'm just gonna say Coca-Cola. Polyphim says that cafe looks great. I saw it on Instagram. Oh, thank you, dude. Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, I had a lot of fun making that one. Darna1 says, who, me? Never. Ah, fuck you, dude. Yeah, I knew it. If I'm saying I'm having Coke today, this guy was gonna say the other type of Coke, right? Yeah, not the Coca-Cola. So what's up, Polyphim? Yeah, I know that you're chilling today, but I saw that you have been working on the music stuff. So what have you figured out in these last few days? Yeah, you're using like some crazy ass tools, dude. I saw some of your plugins and shit, and I was like, oh shit, this guy's cooking. Okay, let's do the extruding of this selection so we can do it to this inside. Yeah, I'm thinking let's do it a bit more like this. Let's move the whole mesh a bit to the outside of the wall, I'm thinking. Okay, yeah, there it is. That's what I was looking for. So it's like this. Yeah, check out this. That's what I'm looking for. Something where we can play stuff. So Polyphim says, apart of that, I suck even more. Nothing much. Oh, dude, you're like me, dude. I get you, dude. It's hard, right, to recognize your own capacity and shit. I bash myself a lot, dude. I tell myself like, yeah, I'm fucking stupid. I do shit, working shit. But yeah, at some point, one doesn't have like to brag and feel like you're superior to other people, but just accept that you can do some things. And you should just fucking accept that you can do music, dude. Yeah, you're talking shit. Okay, there it is, that one. And what's the vibe with this other one? Is it like getting into the wall? Okay, there we have it. Okay, awesome. So we've got those counters. Are we gonna have like the same? Yeah, I'm gonna have the same thing on the other wall. Yeah, fuck it. Or let me see like other. Yeah, same stuff. Let's bring this one here. Darno1 says, bash yourself, nerdy. I do it, dude. I do it a lot. I keep telling myself here on these live streams I'm fucking stupid, and I don't think I am, dude, on some days. But I want to sometimes has to accept, right, that you can do some things. Maybe you're not like the best in the world, but you can. And Polyphim seems to be like me. I can see that Polyphim says, oh no, I'm humble when it comes to others. I just mind myself. Yeah, so yeah, I get you, dude. I get you. Polyphim says, the stuff I posted on Discord the other day, I heard it again the next day, and I was like, no, why you posted this? It's horrible, dude. Do you remember this song, Giorgio? The one of Giorgio Moroder by Daft Punk. Yeah, the one is my name is Giorgio, but everybody calls me Giorgio. Remember that song, dude? Polyphim says, you, for example, you're great at things I can't. So that's what I'm gonna tell you back. So Polyphim says, I love that song. Darna says, does it help you get tired? Does it help me what, dude? Bashing myself to get tired? That's what you're asking, Darna one. So Polyphim says, talking about yeah, Giorgio by Moroder, the song from Daft Punk, and he says at the beginning of the song, right, that he didn't think about the limitations of the sound and of the music. He just removed the rules from his head, from his mind, from his brain, and that's what gave him the liberty to do whatever the fuck he wanted, dude. And I think that's the same with art and music, especially with music, dude. Music can be more subjective, I think, than visual art in many ways, dude. And I heard just your stuff, dude, and I would have, if you would have seen my face if it would have been too abstract and too fucking crazy, dude. If I hadn't heard structures in the song you posted the other day. But no, dude, I heard structures and shit, harmony and everything. So yeah, it may not sound what like the commercial music sounds, but I know that you worked hard on that song. You really thought about it, about the structure, the harmony, the vibe, and everything. So it shows, dude, and I think you can do music, dude. Yeah, thank you for saying what you said, dude, that I can do great things and you cannot. I think in that part you're full of shit, dude. You can do the same thing as me. I see myself in many ways in Polyphim. We have been in many worlds working alike, like illustration, art, then coming into trying games, not feeling good at coding and shit. Being Latin Americans, we have same struggles with Polyphim. So yeah, I get you, dude. Hezef says, what's up, y'all? What's up, my dude? How's your day going? How is life? Are you streaming today? What do you work on today? Thank you for coming in, Dev. Are you drinking Diet Coke? Polyphim says on Twitch, I sometimes forget when it comes to the other media. I know this when it comes to drawing and visual art. I get you, dude. I get you. I wouldn't say that I'm good at anything, dude. I would just say I am a generalist, but I'm not a specialist in anything. So it's harder to get rid of that feeling. Yeah. Darda says, hey, Hesnef says, day's going good. I just made some enchiladas, posted it. Oh shit, you posted it on the Discord server. It's good, dude, that today I really had dinner. I had some fried chicken and shit. It's Father's Day in my country. I don't even know if it's Father's Day on other countries, but it was Father's Day, and we had a good dinner with my dad and my family. Yeah, okay, let's see what people posted on the Discord server. So this is what Hazdef posted. Hazdef had some enchiladas. Check out the enchiladas that Hazdef had. Dude, it's crazy because enchiladas are different in different countries. I know this is like the enchilada from Mexico, right? Yeah, I'm assuming this is the one from Mexico, and it's different one from the one from Honduras. Yeah, that's crazy. Same word, but different kind of food. They have things alike. But let me show you like the enchiladas from Honduras. Let me show you. They're different. Good stuff, Hayes. I hope you enjoy your enchiladas. Polyphim says, no, I didn't mean it that way. I mean, I recognize when others are better at things I am not. Yet one of the reasons I'm here to learn. Dude, I also do that. This red avatar that you can see on Twitch, people, is the best example. I can recognize this red fucking avatar with those eyes and that mouth. Is way better than me, dude, in Unreal Engine and shit and game development. Way more experience. But at the same time, dude, I tell to myself here, right, in a funny way, I'm fucking stupid and shit. But I know what I can do, dude, and I know that I can keep learning and become better. That's what I believe in. I know that I'm not the best, but I know that I can keep learning and becoming better. That I believe. So Polyphim says, if it's Father's Day today, I fucked up with mine. I don't think it's in Colombia also, dude. So I'm assuming it's just in Honduras. Every country has different Father's Day, I'm thinking. Hezdev sending the love to Polyphim. Yeah, dude. What's up? What's up, hey Steve? So the enchiladas look good. Okay, I was gonna show the enchiladas from Honduras. Very different ones from the Mexican ones. Okay, so these are the enchiladas from Mexico, right? Yeah, the ones that hey Steve was having. Yeah, these ones. And these are the ones from Honduras. Yeah, check it out. Different stuff, different structure. Yeah, each country has their own culture, people. It's crazy. It's crazy. So Polyphim says you're right, just check the, and it's June. Phew, my dad takes that personally. Oh shit, dude, it's good, dude. It's good that it wasn't Father's Day in Colombia. Hazel says, oh, your enchiladas is basically tostadas. Yes, exactly. It's basically tostadas, but if they are made of beef, they are enchiladas. If they are made of chicken, they are tostadas. Yeah, so that's the difference between those here in Honduras. Yeah, but the structure is the same. Patty Pie says never had enchiladas before, but this is getting me hungry. So Patty Pie, I'm very sorry, but this is very common here. This is the vibe. We talk about food, we talk about making games. People make me hungry here. Sometimes I don't have dinner. Sometimes I have dinner. Sometimes I come here not having eaten enough, and people start sending pictures of food and shit. Yeah, Genki Dev showed me a cool ass sandwich yesterday. Paulson says we don't even have enchiladas in Colombia. Yeah, dude, but you have other shit like the what are those ones, dude, that you fight with the Venezuelans? Each of both of you claims. What is the name of those ones? Yeah, I keep forgetting the name. Arepas, yes, the arepas. Yeah, so you have the arepas, right? And I know that there's like a war there with the Venezuelans. Calavera says arepa. Yeah, the arepas. Those ones. Patty Pie says, I love talking about food. We love talking about food here, Patty Pie. Yeah, so you came to the right place. Hesdev says, gonna make a woman marry me with my cooking. Okay, I'm gonna read this in a more romantic way, people. This Hesdev comment. Gonna make a woman marry me with my cooking. I really like making delicious food. Yeah, dude, that could really happen. So keep going for that shit, dude. That's the way to find a wife. I hope you get it, dude. I know you're a good cook. You always are telling like which dishes are you making and shit. Yesterday you were making tenders and shit. So yeah, good stuff, Hayes. Let's hope that you can get a nice girl to marry you because of your cooking. Paulson says corn flour arepa is king. Yeah, dude, I like arepas. They're not very common here. Only Colombians or Venezuelans sell them. Yeah, not common at all. Calavera says Colombian chicharrones are so different from Hondurans. Why, dude? So Calavera is Honduran, but has been to Colombia. So why are they different, dude? Genki Dev says, but that shit tomorrow on Publix and make him USA folks. Super easy. Which one? Let me read this comment again, dude. I got a bit lost. Yeah, what are we talking about in this one? Genki Dev says, sorry, I had to duck out. What did I miss? We're talking about enchiladas, dude, arepas, different kind of food. Yeah. Genki Hesef says to Genki Devs, Nerdy showed my amazing cooking. Yeah, dude, you really lost the enchilada. So here it is. Check it out. Check it out, the Hesef enchiladas, dude. Yeah, this guy can cook, dude. This guy can cook games and everything. Only Hansen's pupusas beats them all, though. We've got oh shit, we're gonna start a Latin American war in chat. Only Hans representing El Salvador in the house. What's up, Only Hans? Only Hans says that pupusas are better than enchiladas, arepas, and tostadas. So which of you people have tried tostadas, enchiladas, pupusas, or any of those? Yeah, Only Hans, you just came here to fight. Polyfen says never. Yeah, I knew that comment was coming. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Patty Pie says join the Discord server. I need to see all this food. Yeah, it's crazy, Patty Pie. Sometimes people post food, sometimes they post dogs, sometimes they post games. Yeah, that is the vibe. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Yeah, I just saw your message incoming to the Discord. So thank you, Patty Pie, for joining. That's really cool. So people, if you want to join the Discord, there it is in the message that I'm gonna send right now. Let me send the command. Okay, so the Discord, there it is in the chat. It's Calavero says pupusas are from Honduras though, dude. That is another fucking war. That is another fucking war. Genki Dev says nice. Hayes is a chef. He is. Dude, you want to start fighting with only hands saying that pupusas are from Honduras? It says this. My parents don't understand how can I cook. They're like, how does it taste like this good? I'm like, bro, I just season it. Oh shit, dude. You're like The Bear. Have you seen The Bear, the TV show? Yeah, dude, check out The Bear if you like cooking. Hates them. Patty Pie says, thank you for the welcome. Thanks to you for coming in, Patty Pie. Appreciate it. Genki Dev says to Haze Dev, reposted my post on Blue Sky. Oh, good stuff, dude. Yeah. Haze Dev, how has Blue Sky has been to you? Only Han says to Calavero, no. Yeah. You're gonna have to figure that shit out by yourself there in chat. I'm not gonna take sides on that one. Yeah. Yeah, that is a war, and I'm not taking sides on that one. Yeah, fuck no. Fuck no on this Latin American food stuff. Yeah, this is serious stuff. Latin Americans don't take seriously many things. Yeah, but food, that is one of the things that they do. Dev says to Genki Devs, yeah, I was lurking in here while you were talking about Blue Sky during me cooking. Went out and followed. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. So Dev, how has Blue Sky been for you, dude? Your engagement and everything. Calavero laughing. Only Han says, wait, Tulio, what's your side on this? Nah, I don't think pupusas are Salvadorian. Yeah, that is my side on that one. Yeah, even if I'm Honduran. Yeah, I don't think we can claim them. We can claim the other ones, the baleadas, but I don't think we could claim the pupusas. Olifin says, Whites, it's also a great show about chefs. I haven't seen Whites, dude. Have you seen the Bear? Hezef says, Blue Sky is cool. I got really good engagement. Okay, Hezef, what have you done in Blue Sky to get good engagement? Because I have not had good engagement, dude. So could you tell us, like, what are the insights to get good engagement in a place like Blue Sky? Yeah, let's start this conversation. Yeah, the Bear is a really good fucking cooking show. It's very intense. It's gonna make you anxious as fuck, but it's a good one. It's really a good one. Okay, so let's I'm gonna duplicate these ones because we're gonna have some smaller ones of these ones, like, yeah, like just hanging there. Let's see, maybe six on this one. Yeah, I'm gonna do smaller ones of this. Okay, yeah, check it out, the containers. Yeah, these ones are cool. I'm gonna duplicate some of these ones so we can have them on the shelves. Yeah, so just some random ass containers, right? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. So we may have two of each ones on each one of these shelves. Yeah, I'm gonna make a taller one. Okay, let's resize this one. I'm getting back to chat in a bit, people. Give me just a sec. Give me just a sec. So let me read. So Hezef says, just post cool shit. Yeah, dude, that could be like the answer for any social media. There are insights for each one. Yeah, I think there are insights for each one. I could have told you the same thing about Twitter. I could have told you I got good engagement by posting cool shit. I posted the same fucking shit that I did before in English, dude, and I didn't get the engagement. I just changed language to Japanese and I got the engagement. So that was the insight from that one. So what would be one of the insights from Blue Sky to make things grow? Like, which kind of text do people seem to like more? Which kind of visual content they seem to like more? Or which kind of conversations? Or which kind of accounts do you have follow or anything? Yeah, that's what I'm asking about Blue Sky. Darna says that's where show his cooking skills on Blue Sky, dude. On Blue Sky. Polifin says, haven't seen the Bear, but it's on the list. It's a good one, dude. It's a good one. Yeah, the Bear, it's a really fucking good show, dude. I'm not like just hyping that one. It has won a lot of awards in these last few years because it's really good acting and really good actors. Yankee Dev says, for me, Instagram has been the best for engagement. Yeah, crazy, right? Each one has their own place, so it'd be cool to share insights about how to grow on each one. Genki Dev says, did you just Google Translate into Japanese for Twitter posts? No, Google Translate sucks, dude. I sometimes use ChatGPT or sometimes use Grok. Both. I use both. Google Translate sucks. It doesn't understand like the nuances of the language. It doesn't talk like a real person. It just literally writes the words like with no fucking meaning, dude. So the chatbots, the AIs like ChatGPT or Grok really do get it, but no Google Translate. Hesef says, I can give a general insight to the socials as an umbrella guide to what you should be posting. Okay, so what would be a general insight on? Okay, are you talking about all of them or just Blue Sky? Genki says, I'm nearly at 1.5k on Instagram followers, right? So big Dragon Ball Z fan community on the gram though. Yeah, exactly. That's an insight, dude. That's the one. Those are the things that I'm talking about. So you found this community of Dragon Ball Z who are really hardcore fans on Instagram. That's why your account started to grow. Yeah, so Hesef says, Twitter, Blue Sky, and TikTok, you want something visually striking or of internet instantly when scrolling to your post. If you can do that, then at least in a few seconds. Stage your post to increase the visual pop and polish to the post. People respond better to fully cooked posts rather than updates work in progress, unless your work in progress are interesting enough. Dude, for me, it was the opposite thing on Twitter. When I started posting work in progress, not finished things in Japanese, I went from 25 followers, dude, to like the 2.4k that I have now. So that may not have worked with Westerners. So that was an insight, right? It's just for Japanese people. So yeah, Westerners seem to like different things. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. Social media is crazy. So that's a conversation that I'm trying to have, like finding new different kind of communities. Hesef says, yeah, but now you've sort of stunned your account because Twitter probably thinks you're a Japanese account. It thinks I'm a Japanese account, dude, and for me that's good. That is a good audience for me to have. For my game, marketing wise, dude, that is a good community for me to have. For me, that's perfect. That is what I was looking for. Yeah. So it happened what I thought I wanted to happen, dude. I am not mad about that one. Yeah, because before I tried it the other way, it didn't work, so I tried on another thing. So which kind of things have you people tried differently to make things grow on different social medias? So Hezeb, could you tell us about TikTok, dude? The thing that you told me that went viral. What did you do with those things that went viral? Polyphysis was in Twitter hack this week. I didn't know that shit, dude. Holy shit. Genki says nerdy punk Japanese cultural appropriation. Yeah, dude. That is a made-up term by Europeans and Americans, dude. Other cultures don't give a fuck about it, dude. If you're an Australian, you can do a Mayam game and I am not gonna get offended, dude. Yeah. So yeah, many cultures don't think about the cultural appropriation. Yeah, not at all, dude. I just proved that shit, dude, with the game, bringing it into a Japanese festival. They didn't give a shit that I was from overseas, and on my booth it said that it was an overseas game using Japanese culture, and nobody got offended, dude. Here's this on about TikTok. I did exactly what I told you in my other posts. I just have an eye on how to stage my posts in a way that what's interesting to people who use TikTok, because I also use TikTok and know what I instantly scroll by versus what I sit and watch. On Twitter, I follow my same guidelines and got over 2,000 likes on my posts. Which post did you get 2,000 likes, dude? Yeah, that's interesting. BNK says, what's up, bro? What's up, BNK? What's up? Thank you for coming in. We're just chatting, dude, just hanging out. Yeah, how are you? What have you been working on? Polyphone says, on Twitch, I know nothing about social media engagement, viral posts, and all that. I have never been interested in that, and my numbers reflect that. Yeah, dude, I get you. I get you. It hasn't been easy for me. Neither. Totally get you. Hasn't been easy. It's like a hit and miss, right? Trying different kind of things. Genki Dev says, I know, I don't give a fuck about cultural appropriation, but the same bunch that cry about it also blackwatch history Greek things, which is cringe. Oh, okay. So, like, which kind of examples do you have about this, dude? Yeah. So you are Greek, right? Living in Australia. So, which kind of examples have you seen in the industry about this? Hesdev says on Twitch, your Ben 10 and Spider-Man project posts, those were the ones that went viral. You removed them all now because I don't want people finding them and thinking I'm still working on those projects. Oh, yeah, interesting, dude. Yeah, how long ago what were these ones? Bien cases on Twitch, I started working a side project. It's like an amnesia type of first-person found footage style horror game. Oh shit, dude, do you have anything to show? Let me know. Polyphim says, Nerdy, I know I'm shooting myself in the foot by not caring about it. Dude, I would just say do whichever thing gives you peace in life, dude. If it takes peace from your life, well, don't fucking do it, dude. Yeah. So some people are not meant, dude, to grow a lot in social media, to make money off it, and it's okay, dude, if you're making money off other things in life. Yeah, I know that you're an artist, so I'm assuming that you work your stuff in Colombia, dude. So yeah, if it takes peace off your mind, yeah, don't fucking do it, dude. Yeah, I get you, dude. You may have your reasons, and I have had that same reasons throughout lives also. But I had to try it for this project. Calavero says Assassin's Creed Shadows. I won't say more. Okay, but Genki Devs is talking about Greek cultural appropriation. But yeah, Assassin's Creed Shadows, yeah, really bad idea, Ubisoft. Yeah. Yeah, that is another deep topic to talk about. What do you people think about this one? Genki Dev says Achilles TV series, Cleopatra Netflix documentary, New Odyssey movie coming out. Also, all of these ones, you feel that they have disrespected the Greek culture. Holy shit, dude. Yeah. This is what has been happening in many industries, dude. SF says 6 months ago you posted the ones from Ben 10 and Spider-Man. Good stuff, dude. Did the Ben 10 post go viral on GameJolt, dude? I know you have GameJolt also, so that's why I'm asking you. You're one of the few people that I have found on GameJolt. Genki Dev says, yeah, hip-hop beats in Samurai Feudal Japan is dumb. Oh shit. No, dude, let's have a real serious conversation about this one in a non-offensive way against Ubisoft. Like just the nuances of why this is gonna be a disaster. Yeah, let's have the real serious conversation. BNK says, I'll keep you updated, bro. Just about the work on the gray box. Okay, let me know, dude. Genki Dev says it's okay to do it in other cultures. Like, why with the Japanese like that? Cause yeah, dude, I don't know why they took the liberty of trying to do it with the Japanese one. Polyphon says, do you have oh shit, dude. Do we have blackface in Honduras? No, dude, we do not have that, dude. Yeah, no, nobody would do something like that, dude. We have an African tribe called Garifunas. They came in the colonial times from Africa. They were brought as slaves by Europeans, dude, and they are a very specific tribe on the north coast, and everybody's very respectful towards their culture, dude. Yeah, so people don't joke with those things, Polyphim. And we don't have many of these terms and everything that they have in Europe, dude, in the rich countries. But people just know that you cannot do some things with this culture about these Garifuna people, which are specific people that came from Africa that are in Honduras. Genki Dev says, I don't mean it's okay. I'm just saying, what the fuck is it okay? Okay, Genki Dev says, Ryan Gosling, Black Panther now, please. No, dude, that would be keeping that back and forth game going. Yeah, just keeping the war going. I'm thinking, dude, that yeah, why did Ubisoft I would understand, dude, that they would have made mistakes and they would have told themselves, dude, we made a mistake, a cultural mistake on this one. we're gonna like make amendments, we're gonna fix our mistakes. But they just fucking double down, dude. Now even the prime minister and the government, the top government of Japan, is involved in this issue. Yeah, it really became fucking big, dude. Really became fucking big. But yeah, they had time, dude. They had time to not do it in the way that they're doing it. And yeah, I think marketing wise it's gonna hurt them. You can be left or right, and I've seen opinions from both sides, and it just seems out of touch. Polyphony says on Twitch, but why? I'll give you context for the question. For example, we have comedians doing blackface, but here all of us, including black people, don't see it as blackface because we never had the phenomenon here like it happened in the USA, so it's not a big deal. Oh yes, Polyphony. Yeah, I get you what you're saying. I have told this. Only Hans, are you still there? So Only Hans is a good friend from the United States who has Salvadoran heritage, and I've talked many times with Only Hans about these differences in culture from Latin America and the United States, like what Polyphony is saying. We don't get offended about many things. Latin Americans, we do not overthink many things that are overthinked in Europe and in the United States and everything. And we are, even though we can be more offensive and even more fucking stupid and joke with very serious topics, we know which lines to not cross. Yeah, it's fucking crazy, dude. We have a way darker humor in Latin America, but we know which lines not to cross. Yeah, it's different, Polyphony. Yeah, so I know what you're saying with that comment. Maybe some people can see that Polyphony comment and they're like, the fuck is this person talking about? Polyphony is from Colombia. I'm from Honduras, and we Latin Americans, we have very different cultures from Americans and Europeans in how we see many things, and which things people may take in an offensive way and they may not. And we also understand, right, Polyphony, which lines not to cross. Yeah, it's a balance there that it seems that has been lost in the rich countries. Genkidev says we was samurai and she. I don't understand this one, dude. Polyphony says like saying, oh shit, dude, I don't know if I should read that one, dude. Is there like a filter on Twitch about this one? So yeah, okay. So read this comment from Polyphony. This is a good comment. SF says US needs thicker skin. It's embarrassing. I think the US needs thicker skin, and also Europe, dude. Both of them. They need thicker skin. Like the rest of the world, like the Middle East, Africa, Latin America, Southeast Asia, they don't give a fuck about many things, dude. But the thing is that with this specific case of Ubisoft, they went and became very nosy about things that are disrespectful. Joey Toro on the motherfucking house rated with a party of 2 viewers. Hello, Raiders. Hello, Joey Toro. How are you, dude? Thank you for coming in. We're having one of those deep fucking conversations right now, Joey. Catcher says, what did I walk into? Yeah, this is a hard one to have, but it's interesting, Catches. I'm gonna navigate this one. Let's see how I get out of this one. If I can like get myself in a right way out of this one. It's interesting. Genki says, I agree with Hastev. Yeah, I agree with Hastev also. But what Polyphony is a very interesting comment, dude. Check out the last comment from Polyphony. Like saying the word, read the word. I don't know the Twitch fucking filters, dude. I don't take that word as offensive because we just say it here in Latin America. That's how we call black people, dude. I'm not gonna read it because I don't know if they can fucking ban my channel, because I don't know the Twitch guidelines and shit. But that word wouldn't be offensive in Latin America. That one that Polyphony said, that would not be offensive in any place of Latin America. I can fucking assure you that. But in the US, that would be a hate crime. Yeah, that would be a hate crime. Joe Toro says, hi everyone, what's the spicy conversation? So we started where did this start? In Ubisoft. Yeah, we're talking about Ubisoft. Yeah, I was talking first about me posting in Japanese, making a game in Japanese, and we started with a joke about cultural appropriation, and I said to my friend Genkita, which was just joking, I told him, dude, Japanese people don't get offended if you use their culture in a respectful way to them. I proved that shit, dude. I sent the build, I sent the demo to a Japanese festival, and people liked it. Nobody got offended. Yeah. So then we got into Ubisoft and the new Assassin's Creed. Hezef says, remember, we used to get told that if you give assholes attention, they'd be even more an asshole. The entire US entertained the assholes and made everyone out to be an asshole when they were. Now it's a complete pile of dog shit. Yeah, dude. Yeah, this is a deep ass conversation. Joey Toro says, "Oh, okay, got the context." Yeah, Joey, what do you think about this Ubisoft thing? I think they got themselves into a big fucking trouble, dude. Yeah, with Japanese people, even the government is now involved in everything. Yeah, so this is a hard fucking topic. Polyphone says, yeah, that one. I'm not gonna read it, dude, because I don't know the Twitch guidelines. I could say it because I am Latin American. That is not offensive to me. And black people don't take that word as offensive. I can assure you that. Yeah, it's just the color. Like saying black person. Exactly, Polyphone. That's what I'm saying. But I don't know what the Twitch guidelines are, dude. Because they're mostly English guidelines, right? But you can read Polyphone's comment there, people. Yeah, you can read it there. That is not offensive in Latin America. Ketchup says, the US right now is not in a good place. Most people here have become extremely apathetic. Here, everyone will say all countries can go fuck themselves and leave us alone. It is so bad now, thanks to the president, unfortunately. Dude, I think that thanks to everyone, to both sides, sketches, both left and right side, have entertained this crazy-ass conversation in the US, dude. And I can tell you that because I'm not American, dude, and I don't give a fuck about both of the sides of this conversation. But yeah, Trump has entertained some part of the conversation, but he's the result of the other side of the conversation. Calavero says, bro, even Koreans are defending the Japanese culture right now. Yes, dude, that is some crazy ass thing. Koreans do not like Japanese people. They have like a really dark history because of colonization and violence and everything. And even Koreans are like saying that Ubisoft yeah, went over the limit. They're defending Japanese. That is so crazy to me, dude. I don't plan to release my game in Korean. I have never run ads in Korea because my game is very with a very Japanese culture, and I know that the marketing wouldn't make sense. So for me, when I see Koreans defending Japan in this Ubisoft conversation, I'm thinking that Ubisoft shit the bed. Yeah. Polyphony says, but yeah, my cousin got banned on TikTok the other day for saying, yeah, that one, which is the nickname of one of your friends. Yes, so that's why I'm not gonna read it, Polyphony. But it would be offensive in the US. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Genkito says, America has always been a bit cooked. Just an opinion from Australia. Laughing my ass off. Kesdev says, America cooked, but for some reason, everyone wants sin. Genkito says, yeah, legit. Genkito says, everyone wants them haze enchiladas. Yeah, dude. This could be a good way to get out of the conversation, talking back about the enchiladas. Ketchu says, laughing my ass off. Only Hans laughing your ass off at what Genki Dev said. Polyphony says, on the DLC, the Spaceman will get plastic surgery in Korea. No, dude. I wouldn't, in a fucking million years, dude, I would put Korea into my game. Korean people and Japanese people have very big differences because of the colonization times in Japan, when Japan had the empire, dude. So not in a fucking million years I would do that, dude. And I am a solo fucking developer, dude, and I am smart to not do that, because that would be offensive to Koreans and to Japanese people, dude. So yeah, I wonder why this big ass corporation wouldn't have like some cultural sensitivity consultant about this very important country that makes games. Yeah, maybe the most important country in the history about making games. Yeah, Hezef says, when is Spaceman Wet Dreams coming? I don't know what that DLC is coming, dude, but it's coming. It's coming. Genki says, does anyone want them? No, we don't want those, Genki Devs. We don't want those. Genki Dev says Spaceman Wet Dreams. Yeah, that could be one of the DLCs. Darna laughing. Ketchu says, to be fair, it is easier to want to go into the US because most people can fly overseas. This is a response to which thing that I said. Catches. Polyphone says, did anyone say you were doing that? What did I miss? No, dude. No, I think we're a bit lost here. Darna says, Spaceman dance battle. Yeah, we should do a dance battle one of these days against Joey Toro. Joey, are you still there, dude? Are you like, I'm not gonna write into this conversation because this is a too fucking tricky topic? Are you like that right now, Joe Toro? Hezef says Spaceman Memories has Dildo as his energy tank icon. He's famous now. Yeah, dude. You just make me overthink that energy capsule and shit. And I may have to change it just because of that. Ketchup says it was for Haze. Oh, for Haze. The one that you said. Yeah. So a response to which one that Haze have said? Polyfilm says, yeah, I think there are like 4 different topics on chat. Yeah, dude. We got into that point. We got into that point. Joe Toro says still trying to catch up. Though I had context, but there's more. Laugh out loud. Might need a... Yeah, dude. Yeah, Joe. No, but the thing was this one, dude. The main topic was like, why did Ubisoft decided to do what they did with this Assassin's Creed and do it in the way that they did it, like doubling down in the things that Japanese people were telling them, dude, this is offensive to us, please don't do it. And they doubled down on the things that Japanese people were taking as offensive. And I'm not even talking only about the main black character. They got offended about the shrines. They got offended about even some fucking cloth, dude. Yeah, some cloth, some things that weren't even existing at that time. So that's what I'm thinking. Why did this big ass corporation wasn't like doing the right research for this kind of game? Because it's a big investment. Why would you shoot yourself in the foot in this way? Genki Dev says, did you draw the spaceman icon in the bottom right of the HUD? It's really good. Yeah, dude, that one, I got it from an artist. Yeah. SF says, how about we stop talking about all the topics and praise our Lord and Savior? Dildo. Ketchu says, so what exactly is going on with Ubisoft now? They're releasing the game, dude, and Japanese people are very, very offended. Joe Toro says, sounds like Ubisoft skill issue. Many such cases. Yes, Joey. Yeah, many such cases coming from Ubisoft. Yeah, and I wonder why did they double down if they had time to not do it in the way that they ended up doing it. Okay, I'm gonna do some modeling here while we talk. Okay, so Genki says, praise Dildo. Mommy Manwa says, hi, this is my first time on your channel. How do you export textures in Unreal Engine so that they are not blurry? Mine are blurry. Okay, Mommy Manwa, thank you for being here. So you're talking about like something like this. Let me show you. Like when you have a texture, Mommy Manwa, you double click the texture, and if to make it not blurry, you have to change the texture group to 2D pixels unfiltered. It will come as default as something called world. Yeah, this one. So check it out. It's blurry right now, and when I change it to 2D pixels unfiltered, it is not blurry. So that's how you do it. If you have any other question, please let me know. Polyphone says the disrespect, I guess, comes from the pathetic efforts to be accurate and do a proper homage. About Ubisoft, that's the thing that you're saying. You think that it was a pathetic effort to be accurate? That's the one that you're saying? Because that sounds like they did the right thing. It was an effort, but you think it was pathetic. Hesef says it's so obvious they have an automatic face expression system, no love and manual effort, passion. Dude, are we still talking about Ubisoft? Yeah, we're gonna get into another topic because this I just got lost on this. Ketchup says it is ironic because they always had a disclaimer. They use real historians and bullshit on Assassin's Creed games. Yeah, dude, but this is like the first one that gets them into this problem. Yeah. Hesef says to Mommy Manwa, you can change the filtering settings if it's low res texture. Yeah, that one. Mommy Manwa says, oh my god, thank you so much. Happy to help, Mommy Manwa. Thank you for coming in. If you have any other question, let me know. Genkitev says, his dev is based. Is his dev hates based? Polyphone says, I'm a reset. I'm lost now. Yeah, dude. I'm gonna reset also. Let's get into another thing because I'm also lost. I'm also fucking lost. Polyphone. SF says, well, what the fuck is this? Is the conversation? I keep hearing you saying Ubisoft this, Ubisoft that. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck is the conversation now. So we're gonna end that one. Let's get into another thing. Who's gonna start a new hot take? Mommy Manwa says, I'm a new sub. Thank you, Mommy Manwa. Appreciate you taking the time to do that. Really, really nice of you saying that in chat. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hazedev says to Genki Devs, damn right. Haze based. You're haze based. Genki Dev says, I don't know. I'm not gonna read that one, dude. I'm not gonna read that one. That is like a 12-year-old teenager comment, Genki Dev. That is like a 12-year-old teenager, dude. Are you like getting into puberty, dude? SF says, nerdy, does your mom watch the streams? No, dude. Thank God that she doesn't. But I'm thinking, dude, that someday if I say something like too outrageous, too fucking offensive, and too fucking stupid, someone's gonna clip it and send it to her. So I keep it there to not go into the fucking stupid limits. Yeah, so she doesn't. But if I said like something way too outrageous, yeah, I'm pretty fucking sure someone would clip it, dude. Show it to my mom. She would be embarrassed, dude. Oh shit, it's funny. Ketchup says, pretty sure the dancing got us there. Nah, dude. Nah. My mom saw that one, dude. She thought it was funny, the dancing one. But like, I would say like some very dark sexual jokes. Yeah, those ones would be like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? I didn't raise you this fucking stupid. I know you're stupid, but I didn't raise you like that. Polyphone says, good mommy's boy. Yeah, dude, I'm a mama's boy. I'm not gonna say no. Yeah, Hesef says, what are we getting? Text to speech for donations. Dude, I'm gonna activate the text to speech. Yeah, you should too also. Calavero says, I told you wouldn't say anything else. I wouldn't say anything else, NerdyPunkDev. About which one, dude? Oh, about how you started the topic. Yeah, you were the one. Ketchup says, that's hilarious. Yeah, she saw it, dude. Gekidev says, I'm pretty sure. The fuck? Calavero says, Assassin's Creed. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that is tricky topic. Yeah, Calavero started that fire. You did that one, dude. Okay, so Genki Devs, I don't know this joke, dude. Let me read it again. I don't get that one, dude. I don't get that one. You know it, dude. My English is limited, so I don't get that one. I can't even laugh at that one. So could someone explain that one to me? I'm fucking stupid, people. So please explain that one to me. Man, I'm gonna do some bottles now. Yeah, let's do some bottles. Then we're gonna have like some. Yeah, I'm thinking about some swords, some katanas like hanging from the wall. So where would we have the katanas? Yeah, I think here. Yeah, I think we would have them there on that side. Yeah, that is a good place to have them. So let's do the bottles and shit. And we're gonna add some boxes and everything. Some other like yeah, things like this ones. I like those ones. The Titan says, my friend stream as Shadow got banned instantly. Oh, which because of what, the Titan? Which because of what? Genki Dev says, Nerdy is too smart now. You got me to be this smart, dude, because of your jokes. I am that smart because of you now. Genki Dev says you just need to read it and get it. No, dude, I'm not gonna read it if I don't get it. Kaiju says, I started playing Assassin's Creed Mirage, and man, the game is so awesome looking. I haven't played one since Assassin's Creed Revelations. I can't even remember the last one that I played. but I really loved the one from the pirates, dude. I really like that one, dude. I had a lot of fun, like moving around the fucking Caribbean, dude. That was a lot of fun. I like that one. Genki Devs. SF says to Genki Devs, lame, he never reads them. Dude, I told you why I'm not gonna read something that I do not get. Yeah. Cause I don't even know if dude, the other day, Hazel, the other day I almost read one, dude, that could get me banned on Twitch. Remember that one that you almost made me read the N-word, dude? Could you imagine that one, dude? Someone could report that part of the stream, and then they could ban me, dude. So I gotta be sure which thing I'm gonna read before. Darna laughing, Titan stream too early, it says. On Twitch, dude, they banned the stream because it's too early. I haven't seen that happening before. Genki Dev says, I've made you smart, now you are prepared for future trolls. I helped you, sir. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. You really made me better. Thank you, Genki Devs. Hesse says, bro, you wanted to say the N-word by saying black from Spanish. Yeah, dude. I don't give a fuck about that word in Spanish. I know that black Latin Americans don't get offended. I wouldn't say the N-word because of Twitch guidelines, the one in Spanish. I wouldn't say the N-word in English because Americans would get offended, dude. And I would get banned on Twitch because of the guidelines. His says Nerdy wants to say it, but it's being censored. No, dude. I don't want to say the American one, and I don't want to say the Spanish one, but I wouldn't mind saying the Spanish one because I know it wouldn't offend anyone. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Genki just says, has Nick Hurd turned into the stream yet? Yeah, dude. So I'm getting better at reading these stupid ass names that I cannot believe, dude. How you can keep making new fucking names up, dude. You're fucking crazy. Hey, Polyphone says probably I should be more careful to what I write here than what to get you banned. No, dude, don't worry. I knew which words not to read from your comments, and I know you aren't being offensive to anyone because I know you're Colombian. You understand the context of the words, and you know how the vibe is, how the vibe is different. Yeah, dude. So don't worry. Yeah, I knew which ones not to read. Genki Dev says we got him. Yeah, you got me on that one, dude. Fuck you, Genki Dev. You got me on that one, dude. Yeah. So that was a good one, dude. C Titan says the drama just happened. Yeah, drama just happened. C Titan. Ketchu says I have a black friend, and he said because I'm brown, I'm allowed to say the N-word without the hard R. Dude, I'm not gonna get into that conversation, Ketchus. No. That one, no. That one's too tricky, dude. Yeah, Americans and that word, that is way too tricky. And yeah, I wouldn't say it or anything because I know it is offensive to people. Yeah. The Spanish one, I don't say it because of the Twitch guidelines, but black Latin Americans wouldn't be offended by that one. I can fucking assure you that, dude. So yeah, those are the differences in cultures. That's what we were talking about. Yeah, that was like the drama. Citairan. Polyphone says you're right. Colombian can't be offensive to anyone. I think Colombians, Mexicans, Hondurans, Salvadorans, all Latin Americans, Argentinians can be offensive to everyone. And then people just don't give a fuck, dude. Do you remember Polyphone in the last World Cup when Mexico played against Argentina, dude? Dude, those were some of the craziest fucking insults I have ever seen in my life, both coming from Mexicans and Argentinians. Like the most racist, xenophobic, yeah, offensive shit you could ever imagine, people. But it was just for the football game. Then they went and hugged themselves, and Mexicans and Argentinians are friends. Yeah, that's how Latin Americans roll. They just don't overthink it. That's what Polyphone said. He said someone clip Nerdy saying that. No, I didn't say anything, dude. I didn't say shit. I didn't say that one. Titan says, sorry, can't say long. Okay, MMO right now. Okay, my dude, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Thank you for coming in. Genki Dev says, no, I read the first one, the second one, but not the third one, dude. You didn't get me with that third one. You're saying Polyphone says, I know. I was just joking, of course. We can be shitty too. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I remember that game, dude, from the World Cup. That was crazy, dude. I was like, holy shit, these Mexicans and these Argentinians can really figure out like the worst insults in the fucking universe, dude. Like offensive, like you couldn't fucking imagine. People, things that you would get thrown into jail in the US and Europe. Like they would like say that those are hate crimes. And yeah, Argentinians and Mexicans, the game just passed in the World Cup and they kept on going with their lives. Yeah, very different cultures and context. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, I'm gonna make like a bottle, I think. Yeah, let me resize this one. Okay, we're gonna do texturing on this one, people, today. We're gonna do texturing on this one. Okay, look, I'm just gonna end blocking the whole thing so we can go into the texturing. Test Dev laughing. Which one are you laughing about, dude? The last one from Genki Dev? Yeah, dude, Genki Dev. How old are you, dude? Are you like 12 years old? Oh, shit, dude. Yeah, you got me with the Nick. With Nick, you got me, dude. But no, the field, you didn't get me. With field, you didn't get me. Okay, so... Let me see. Okay, already looks like a ball. Okay, that one's cool. We're gonna do very simple things. Nothing fancy. Okay, let's select these ones. Awesome. Okay, Polyfilm says last year some random woman went to jail for calling our vice president. Oh shit, a monkey, dude. Oh shit, Polyfilms never thought that could happen here in Colombia. Oh shit, dude, that's crazy, dude. What was the context of why this happened? Why did the woman call her like that? Is she still in jail, dude? Okay. Yeah, let's do some bottles and shit. I like these containers. Those containers are cool. I may do them from the other ones. No, not from those ones. Yeah. I'm just gonna copy and paste these bottles, do those containers. I think we're set. I'm just gonna do the very simple katanas there hanging off the wall, and I'm gonna start texturing this whole shop. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's do the katanas here. I'm just gonna duplicate bottles in here, and we're gonna start texturing. All of this is our president is black, and the woman was being very racist and called her dad on national television. You mean your vice president? Oh shit, dude. Oh, so that was a big ass situation in the country, right? Yeah. So what was the reaction of society to how things happened? Yeah, that is some dark stuff, Polyphone. That is some dark stuff. So what happened? Like, what were people saying on the street? What were the opinions on the news channels and everything to this situation? Okay, we have the balls. Let's do the katanas, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna do three of them, nothing fancy. Okay, let's do beveled cuboids. Yeah, I think this one. Yeah, I like this one. Yeah, I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna resize this one. 90. There it is. Not gonna make them in a fancy way or anything. Just a very simple thing that looks like a katana hanging from the wall. Yeah. Okay, this one we're gonna make it smaller. Yankee Dev's nerdy casually becoming a Blockbench pro in like 2 weeks. I am not a Blockbench pro, dude. I have seen motherfuckers, dude. I remember when I started with Blockbench, Bit, which just came here at the beginning of the live stream. Bit posted some people making some shit in Blockbench on the Discord server, and I was like, holy shit, these people are really prostitute. And I can remember that work, and now I'm not even close to that point of what those people are doing, dude. It would be cool to become a pro, dude, but I can assure you there are people making some crazy shit. Like, hey Dev, can you show the character that you did in Blockbench a couple years ago that had like the wings? Can you show it back on the Discord server? So you will see the difference of things, people, dude. Genki Dev, of what people can do with the software and what I'm doing. Darna1 says, Lou Sanus. You got me with that one, Darna. Fuck you, dude. Genki Dev, see? This guy's got a good one. Polypin says, shit, dude, you got me with that one. Polypin says, to be honest, I didn't pay much attention to the situation. Oh shit, the woman's an asshole for sure. Personally, I think jail is too much. Oh, so you're not justifying, right, the insult, but you thought jail was too much. That's what you're saying, right? Yeah, I get you what you're saying. Genki Dev's laughing. Genki Dev's, yes, Darna1. Darna1 says, got me. Oh, you got me with that one, dude. You really got me with that one. Yeah, fuck you, Darna1. Yeah, so see, people just sometimes get me, but you gotta work hard to get me. I'm just not gonna read it just for the sake of it being funny. You really have to get me to read it in a naive way, so it is funny, right? If I just read it just for the sake of reading it, it wouldn't be that funny. So, and this one, Darna1 really got me. Kacho says, do you know? Oh shit, dude. No, you have like to let like a couple minutes pass, dude, to go by after before I fall again for anything, dude. Yeah, that one was too quick, dude. That one was too quick. Are you like trying to trick me, dude? Yeah, Catch is laughing. Yeah. Genki Dev says Nick was pretty easy. Yeah, Nick her was pretty easy. That was an easy one, dude, but it was easy for you to figure out. But I read it because you really got me, dude. The joke, you really got me. So that's the point. You have to make me fall for the trap. Genki says, he said it again. Yeah, I said it again. Polyphony says, welcome to the kindergarten. Yeah, dude. What the fuck is up with these teenagers? How old are you people in chat? Ketchus, Genki Dev, Darna. Are you like 11-year-olds people? Okay, let's do a cuboid. Okay, let's do this cuboid, right? Okay, resize this one. I'm just gonna make it in a very basic way. Nothing fancy. Yo, Joy Toro, you still there, dude? Are you listening to these people? Are you reading these crazy ass people in my chat? Do you have people as crazy as this one, Joey Toro? Genkitev says Nerdy gonna ban me one day. Nah, dude, I'm not gonna ban you. You're a good one. You're a good one. You're a good game dev, dude. You're a supporter. So no, dude, not gonna ban you. Ketchu says I tend to be sometimes like a 10-year-old. Darna says 41 going on 12. I can clearly see, dude, that you're 41 going on 12. Janimal says lurking. Thank you, my dude, for lurking. I hope you're having a good day, Janimal. Joe Tor says still surprised you didn't get Jack Mayo. Dude, how do you pronounce this one? The last name. It's Mihoff, Myhoff. How do you pronounce that one? Genki Dev sending the love. Janimal says bumping the age average up. Genki Dev says my up. Okay. Yeah. Haze Dev, explain it. I would have never read it. Jack me off. You would have to have used Joey Toro a double E. Because I'm reading the H as Huff and the I as I. So I would have never read it as what Hazev said. Yeah, Darna1 laughing to Joey Toro. Yeah, dude. I would have never fallen for that one, dude. Genki Dev says, I'm 28, still can have a laugh though. I know, dude, you're 28. Dude, I'm reading this shit. I'm 31 and I'm reading the fucking jokes. I can still have a laugh still. Darna one says he's still going on. No, dude, no. I read what Haystev showed. What Haystev wrote. He explained it to me because I wasn't getting that one, dude. If the I would have been a double E and no H, I would have read it as the joke. But no, Joe Toro, I would have never read it in the way that Haystev wrote it, dude. Yeah. Darna says still going on. Yeah, dude, I'm still going on. This is the vibe. This is how we roll. We may be crazy, but this is how we roll. Haystev, Genki was talking about Blockbench, dude, and I was meaning to tell him like the work that you did a couple years ago about this thing that had wings. Could you post it again on the Discord if you have the image available? Yeah, so we can show it here and people can see like what are the real fucking good things that you can do with Blockbench. Joey Toro, angry. Yeah, dude, you gotta get better. Like that last one that Lou that Darna sent, that's a good one. Then Genki Dev says, I think I've seen it. The blue guy was amazing. Yeah, dude. So that's what I'm talking about, dude. I'm not even close to making shit like that yet, dude. So yeah, not even close to becoming a pro in Blockbench, dude. Okay, this one. I wanna start texturing this shit. Yeah. So I'm gonna do like some subdivisions here. Yeah, and this one loop cut. This direction, a couple loop cuts. Joe Toro says to Polyphim, you should invite Mike Hawk too. To which thing? Polyphim says to Joe Toro, gonna meet him later tonight. Meet who, dude? HOM says, hey, what's up, dude? Yo, what's up, home? I keep telling you, HOM, dude, you are home, dude. You are home. Yankee Dev says, I think I've seen it. The blue guy was amazing. Yeah, that was a good one, dude. Polyphim says, it's a solo party. Dude. Who the fuck is this Mike guy? This is another joke. Dude, people. I'm not gonna fall for a really bad one. Who is this Mike guy? Why are you all people talking about it in the chat? About a party with this Mike guy and shit? Yeah, what's happening? Okay, let me select these faces. Okay. The fuck happened? Oh, it selected the whole fucking thing in the back, so... Yeah, oh shit, dude. Okay, I'm gonna move these ones just a little bit. It wasn't that much, dude. Okay, getting back to the chat in a bit, people. Give me just a sec here. Give me just a sec. I'm just like moving this thing so it's like just a bit curved. Nothing, not that much, just a bit curved. Just not that much. Okay, like that. Yeah, okay, there it is. Hey Steph, oh the fuck, dude, who the fuck is that guy? Darna, I got that one, dude. That one was way too obvious. Genki Dev says everyone tag. No, dude, no, fuck all of you people. Crazy people in the chat. I am not, we're not talking about this Mike guy. No parties, no tagging or anything. Yo, hey Steph, dude, that one was way too literal. Hayes says. Oh shit, yeah, what are you up to, Nick? We've got this new Nick person here and this Mike guy also in chat. What's up, Nick and Mike? Thank you for being here. Give me a follow. I would really appreciate it if you became subscribers. I don't really give a fuck if you have stupid names, but it'd be really cool if you started donating bits and becoming subscribers. Yeah, Genki says, where's Nick? Oh, we've got a real Nick here in the community, dude. Nick has been very busy, dude. Yeah, he's been very busy with work. He told me the other day. So yeah, that's why he hasn't come that much to live stream, dude. So we have a real Nick, dude, not the one that you invented. Yeah, that's another Nick. Okay, let's do a loop cut here. I'm gonna finish this one very quickly. Nothing fancy. Okay, let's do a loop cut here. I'm getting back to chat in a bit. People, give me just a sec. Okay, let's do this one. Let's extrude selections. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's nothing fancy. This is just like a prop hanging up the wall, people. I'm not gonna overthink this thing. Okay, let me rotate this one a bit. Need a bit of rotation there. Okay, there it is. Awesome. So I'm gonna move this one to the other side, and yeah, there we have it. There we have it, like some katanas hanging from the walls and shit. Should we have 3? Yeah, we should have 3. Okay, awesome. Let's keep going. Almost there to start the texturing. I'm just gonna have to add like some other recipients there, and we're gonna continue. This says, yeah, bro, what an OG. Oh, welcome, Hugh. Yeah, welcome, Hugh. Thank you for being here, Hugh. It'd be cool, Hugh, if you became a subscriber and started donating money, sending me money. I also have a Ko-fi link there. So if you click on that one, dude, and you go and donate, I'm gonna get money, Hugh. It'd be cool. So thank you, GenkiDev, Hazedev, for welcoming Hugh to the channel. That's really cool. Selaxi says, some cool shit, nerdy, the modeling. Hazedev says, I wonder if we're pissing nerdy off yet that this conversation is now. Dude, you'd have to really be some crazy ass fucking assholes, like really offensive towards someone, dude, or towards me or anything to make me pissed, dude. Yeah, not even close, Hazedev. Yeah, dude, I'm going with the joke, dude. I'm like sending the messages to Hugh, Nick. They could start donating money, dude. I would welcome them better into the community if they did that. Darna laughing. GenkiDev says, no, nerdy is a G, he doesn't get offended. Yeah, dude, you would have to really, I would have to really detect bad vibes from someone to tell them, fuck off, dude, get off my channel, I'm banning you and shit. You really got me angry, dude. And I know you are not that, dude, and GenkiDev is not that. Yo, Toro says, perma good vibes, nerdy. Thank you, my dude. Thank you. Polifin says he knows you're trying to get him banned. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I know we're just joking, dude. I know the vibes. I know your friends. Maybe if it was like some random ass person from the internet just coming to the channel to try to troll, dude, just for the sake of making me lose time and attention, I could get like a bit mad, dude. But coming from you and GenkiDev, nah, dude, I know you are my 10-year-old friends that I found on the internet. So it's fun, dude. It's fun to have friends from all ages. Yeah, it's cool that you being 9 years old, GenkiDev's being 10 years old, and already making games with Unreal Engine, dude. So young. Kezev says, goo goo ga ga. Oh shit, Joey Toro. Okay, let me see. Let me see Joey Toro dead. Polifson's nerdy group. Oh shit. No, dude. No. Twitch. These are not real 10-year-olds on my chat. These are all motherfuckers that are talking like teens, like they're like getting into puberty. Polyphene, why do you have to be always so fucking dark, dude? Dude, Anthony, is Anthony here today? Anthony, are you there on Twitch, dude? GenkiDev says, why nerdy like to talk like to talk to 10-year-olds? I do not like that, dude. The fuck are you talking about? That was fucking joke, because your jokes are like from teenagers. Dude, the other day, Polyphene, why do you have to be so fucking dark, dude? This comment that was way too fucking dark. The other day, Polyphene really made a friend here from the community really scared, dude. Dude, that day Anthony didn't chat again. The Polyphene. Serax is laughing. GenkiDev says, hey, wanna play my game? Getting the ban. Oh shit, dude. Yeah, this conversation got way too fucking dark. We're gonna pivot. Yeah, let's pivot, people. Yeah, please, let's do it. Fuck you, Polyphene. Why do you have to be like this, dude? Dude, the other day, poor Anthony, dude, you told him that shit, that very dark shit about knowing where he lived and everything. Oh shit, dude. I can't remember that without having a nervous laughter. Yeah. Okay, let's see. How am I gonna do those ones? Yeah, those ones I think. Yeah, those ones I think I would make them from a sphere. Yeah, not a cylinder. So let's try a sphere. Yeah, different kind of containers. So let's try and do those ones. Let me read comments. It says, I told my friends at preschool about this 31-year-old man on the internet talking to me about shitting pants. Oh shit, dude. People, Twitch, this is not a real preschooler. He's almost 20 fucking years old and he drinks 72 Diet Cokes in 1 week. Polyfilm says, did I scare Anthony? I think his parents were supervised in the chat. I don't think so, dude. I don't think they were, dude. If they were, he would have never sent the picture on the Discord, dude. So that's why I told him, dude, you gotta be safe. You gotta be smart on the internet. Yeah, I got serious there with him, dude. I got really serious there with him. Cause, yeah, dude, the internet is a crazy ass place, dude. You gotta be very careful. And I really thought that he should have been more careful. Yeah, but Anthony's trying to learn, dude, and everything, trying to learn stuff with Unreal Engine. It's good, dude, to try to learn things at that age. They've started way fucking younger, dude. He's like that is like one of the craziest stories that I've heard, because I haven't met anyone who started with Unreal Engine since 12 years old. Most of us start way older with all of these engines and shit. Yeah, way older. Like Anthony started like at 17, he said. So Hazef started at 12, dude. I started like at 30, dude. So everybody starts at different ages with these engines. Polyfin says that's why I said that. Okay, I read that one. Yeah, dude. I don't think they were. That's why they say that I thought his parents made him delete the photo. No, dude, I don't think they made him do it. I think it was me saying it that it encouraged him to do it. Yeah, dude. Cause yeah, that was way too tricky, dude. Yeah, but I don't know if he got scared, dude. But that was a fucking dark comment, Polyfin. No, I don't know if he got really scared. So Anthony, if you're still here, dude, watching, Polyfin is like the most premium joker of the community. Don't take Polyfilm seriously. Oh shit, dude, that was crazy. That was crazy. Catchy says, what was the photo about? Oh, just photo him, dude. Yeah, just photo him. Yeah. And I told him, dude, don't post photos of yourself on the internet. Yeah, that's what I said. Gentleman says, I wish I had started earlier. Yeah, dude, like Hayes, like Anthony, like, could you imagine starting at those ages, Janimal? Yeah, you would have like decades of experience now, Janimal. Genki says, I had a nightmare that I died before I finished making my game and went all in. Could you imagine you're about to release and get hit by a boss? Dude, oh shit, that is some dark shit. And I thought about that shit yesterday, dude. Janimal says it's been a hobby for 2 years at least. Genki Dev says shit happens. It does. It does. Hesef says considering dropping Seagull. Got no drive to work on it. I understand, dude. Could you like elaborate what are the things that make you not finish the game? Darna says, come on, Hayes, you can do it. He knows he can do it, dude. We all know he can do it. So the answer to this question is not that Hazev doesn't believe he can do it, dude. There's other nuances to this, so it's a good conversation, dude, to have, like motivation behind game development projects and everything. What Genki Dev said, death, dude. Genki Dev says what needs to be done, Haze. Yeah, dude. Yeah, Haze Dev appreciates these comments, dude. I know that he appreciates them, but at the end of the day, he's like reading Zolo for quite a while now, and he's gonna take whichever decision he wants to take. I'm pretty fucking sure. I can see Hayes Dev. I can see myself in Hayes Dev in many ways. Not in the Unreal Engine knowledge, but in like how you make decisions in life, dude. So I get you, dude. That's why I'm asking you. Why do you think about this decision? Genki Dev, I was thinking about that shit, dude. Because have you watched the indie game movie? I keep repeating that the indie game movie, dude. But they said it on the movie, dude. They were saying that thing about that they had like those dreams about dying before finishing the games. And they were afraid of that. That was like one of the biggest fears of the characters of the movie, dude. It was an ongoing conversation, death and finishing games. Hesdev says it's just not in my ballpark of interest about not finishing your game. Seagull Saute, you literally only got into game dev because of superheroes, and I want to make a superhero game, but making that as my first game, I think it would be disappointed by how it goes just because the nature of being a first game. Yeah, dude, I get you. So what are you thinking, dude? If you don't go into Seagull Hotel like all in, like full head first, like jumping into the pool, dude, are you like gonna go into the content creation, back into more tutorials, to the streaming stuff, the freelancing stuff? Or are you thinking about another game for Steam? Genki says, I was driving for 4 hours and like it would be so easy for a truck to change lanes and hit my car head on. So many dead kangaroos on the side of the road. So easy to die in Australia, right? So bro, just change. Yeah, dude. It's so easy to die anywhere in the world, Genki Dev. Not only as a game developer, dude. Just as anything. But I think that game developers, filmmakers, musicians, all kind of creators that go into endeavors that take years to have this same kind of fears, I think. Yeah, about dying before finishing the projects. That is like an ongoing fear, dude, of creators. And yeah, it's different, right? Because anyone could die, dude, any day, right? But the thing is that if you're like going into an office, working and everything, like day to day, not making like a long project, like a 2-year, 3-year project, and you died the next day, they are gonna replace you, right, dude? They are gonna replace you and life goes on. But if it happens to like a filmmaker, a musician making an album, or a game developer, dude, the work is just gonna be left there and like in the void, like yeah, not finished and not coming into fruition. So I think that is the fear. That is the fear. Hesef says, if I don't do Seagull, I'll just go full driving to YouTube to make money. Okay, dude. Yeah, I know you would make something like that, and I know that you can achieve it. Yeah, like trying to become like a really big game dev YouTuber, right? That would be like your goal. Genki Dev says to Hazev, help me make my game. Yeah, dude, you gotta talk about the catch. Genki Dev says, check Discord for the character dialogue portraits. They are so good. Okay, let's check Discord. Catcher says, watch the movie Tick Tick Boom. It is a musical, but it sort of covers that issue. I watched Tick Tick Boom, dude, and I cannot watch Tick Tick Boom again. It is way too fucking existential. Yeah, dude, I like Tick Tick Boom. And the past fucking movie, dude. It happened to this guy, right? The conversation that we're having and shit. So, yeah, that is a good movie, Ketchus. That's a good movie. It has these topics, the ones that we're talking about. These are not exclusive topics for game devs. There are topics for creators, artists, I think. Yeah, for sure. Okay, let me do this one. Yeah, let's move this one down here. Okay, let me read comments. I'm gonna get to the Discord. Give me just a sec. Polyphil says, I'm already past that fear. If I die tonight, I won't be here to regret shit. Yeah, dude. I won't be... yeah, you are right. If I die tonight, I wouldn't even be here to regret shit. I would be happy that I live streamed today. I worked on the game and shit. But the fear, dude, yeah, dude, that human fear of when you live and leaving the work unfinished is the fear, dude. Even if we will not be here to suffer from it. Yeah. It's a human thing, dude. Maybe ego, maybe I don't know, dude. I don't know. But I get you. What you're saying is very practical, right? Hazel says, my goal isn't to be a big game dev or YouTuber. I just want to be financially stable and work on whatever I want day to day. Okay, dude. So what is like the right like a ballpark number to being a YouTuber, having the subscribers to start making this kind of money where you can be like financially stable? Ketchu says, one of my favorite movies. Oh, Tick Tick Boom. Yeah, dude. Dark shit. Good movie, but dark shit. Polyphone says, in the pandemic it made me crazy though. Dying, dude. Thinking about dying. It also made me fucking crazy, the pandemic, and thinking about dying. Hesdev says to Genki Dev says, I already am. Genki Dev says, true. Okay, Genki Dev says, Hesdev needs 100,000 subs. He'll get there easy. So that's like the number where you start making good money. Hesdev says, literally everything I do is just a means to an end for me to be at peace in my room, doing whatever I choose to do. It's gonna be a journey. I'm figuring it out, and whatever needs to be done, I'll do. I know you're gonna do whatever needs to be done, dude. I really know it, dude. Yeah, you're that type of person. I know it, dude. You take action towards bringing things into fruition. So yeah, I know it, dude. But I don't know that much about what is the point where YouTube starts making enough money to be financially stable, not being a millionaire or anything, right? But just be financially stable. Like, what is a good number in subscribers in the views or anything? Genki Dev says to Hazedev, don't get a girlfriend then, you won't be at peace in your room. Yo, where's Mrs. Genki Dev when she should be hearing this kind of shit? Genki Dev, where is she? Dude, I'm gonna clip this shit and I'm gonna send it to her. I'm gonna send it to her, dude. You are cooked. You are cooked, Genki Dev. Darna laughing. Yo, Hazedev, but it could also be something cool, dude. A cool project in life. Get a girlfriend, dude. Yeah. Jokes aside. Jokes aside. Yeah, it could also be a funny thing to do in life right now, dude. 19, getting a girlfriend, having fun and shit. It could be good. Genki Dev says happiness. The fuck is this, dude? Dude, where's Mrs. Genki Dev? I'm gonna send that comment to her. Ketchu says, I work for a really big YouTuber that has different channels, and we have meetings weekly about stats and monetization. Okay, Ketchu. Okay. Don't tell who you work for. Can you talk about metrics? Like, what is like a good number to have and everything to start making, not like big ass money, just like to live, to go by. Hesdev says, I mean, yeah, if you had 100,000 K subs, that would be fantastic. Maybe I just need to grind the tutorials and assets instead of trying to make games I don't want to make. Maybe, Hayes. That was the conversation we were having the other day with this Kylie that came on Twitch. Yeah, Polyphone says to Genki Dev's impossible. Hayes is a lover. He's a lover, dude, so that's why I'm telling him it's cool, dude, if you want to become a big YouTuber and make money and everything, but it'd also be cool, dude, to see you having fun with the girl and shit, dude. That wouldn't hurt you, dude. It'd be fun, dude. It'd be fun to see you like posting the pictures in a day, dude, having fun, eating ice cream, going to the movies and shit. Yeah, having a different experience in life. Polyphone says, I read that one. Yeah, Ketchu says, basically creating long-form content, 20 plus long videos, and how much retention you get will get you money. Okay, Ketchu, good stuff. Insightful. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Appreciate it. Ketchu says, which means creating 2 videos a day and uploading is a must to easily reach that number. 2 long videos a day, dude? Or 2 shorts? Which kind of videos? Ketchu says, depends. Right now, the smallest channel needs to make like 5 million monthly views to make around $5,000 to $6,000. Interesting. Thank you, Ketchu. Kesef says to Ketchu, I wouldn't make my money from views. I'd make money from views to sales on Gumroad for assets. Okay, so using like the YouTube channel as a bridge to sell your assets, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Genki Dev says to Hazev, I think you just need to rip the band-aid off and just make the game you want to make. You'll make it good. Who cares if it's not good? At least you did it. Genki Dev says, make a series out of it. Maybe yes, dude, or maybe not. That's the thing that I wanted to get into. SF says, yeah, you normally cares about quantity, not quality. That's how you see people get big if they just post lab tutorials and get a lot of subs. I hadn't thought about it in that way. Yeah, interesting. Genki says 2 birds, 1 stone. Yes, dude. Yes. But also, no, dude. I think what the thoughts that Hastev is having are healthy thoughts, dude. Yeah, him being having scope, dude, having the right scope of concentrating and focusing, like which is the most practical thing for him and the one that he wants to make the most right now in this point in his life, dude. Because being a YouTuber and also doing the marketing of the game and everything, and Steam and the process and wishlist and everything, those are 2 beasts by themselves, dude. Yeah, so I wouldn't tell Hastev, dude, do both things, you can do it and everything. I know he can do it, but if he just focuses on one of both, that one, it's gonna explode, dude. It's gonna go to the moon. In whichever of both he concentrates. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ketchus says, Polyphone says to Ketchus, crazy high for chill people. Yeah, crazy high, dude. Ketchus says, yeah, which is why kids are the easiest target. They watch anything as long as it triggers the ADHD. Yes, dude. Yeah, this YouTube shit is making kids really addicted, dude. I've seen that. Yeah, the kids content. Tesla says to Genki, I have considered it, but I care a lot about expectations and making people think I'm gonna finish something, and I know myself, I change up a lot because I work on things based on hyperfixations. Yeah, you wouldn't want to tell people they should expect a game out of me and then me not release it. That's why I rip off the Band-Aid off with Ben 10 project with your community. That's what I'm saying, dude. I know you could do both things, being a YouTuber and finishing a game, releasing a game and shit, but we are like computers, dude. Humans are like computers. We have like a limited RAM memory, limited CPU and everything. And if I open 5 instances of Unreal Engine, dude, it doesn't mean that each of the instances is gonna make a game, dude. It's better to have just one instance open and work on that instance and make that game. I'm gonna use the resources in a more optimized way. So if Hastev focused on only making the game or only making the YouTube stuff, it would be better to any of those decisions that he takes. Yeah, whichever he ends up deciding. That's what I'm saying, GameCube. I'm not saying he can do both, but narratively, yeah, I would say that whichever he decides, that's the one that's gonna go up, dude, much quicker. Gentleman says there was AI the movie where the director died and Spielberg took over. Oh, I haven't seen that one, dude. Gentleman says, okay, grocery run. Let us know what you get from the grocery store, Janimal. GenkiDev said, how about you take the Ben 10 thing and just change the characters? Polyphone says to Janimal, soon to be the other way around. Yeah, dude. Ketchu says, yeah, man, throughout the years I've dealt with a lot of things with YouTubers, and man, I could write a book about it, but I guarantee I would lose any chance at employment with YouTubers after that. Oh, you would lose any chance, so you wouldn't do it again? Ketchu's interesting, dude. GenkiDev says, make it original characters. Hesef says, more about me making than finishing. Hesef's about what Ketchu said. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, imagine, dude. For me, it was like that, dude, in advertising and graphic design and marketing, dude. I was like, when I was younger, I was like watching this TV series called Mad Men, dude, and I was like, I want to do that in my life. I love that shit, advertising, working in marketing and shit. And then I went into it and I was like, I would never work in this shit again, dude. Yeah, and I'm hoping nobody ever knows, right, the life route, dude, like how things can turn in life like very quickly. So I would never say that I'm never going back to advertising or marketing, because who knows, dude? Who knows the things that could happen in life? But I definitely don't like it, dude. and it wasn't like I thought it was gonna be. Yeah. GenkiDev says to HeyDev, you just need to get in the habit of finishing shit and not giving a fuck about the expectations. It's hard, dude. It's hard. HeyDev says that's what the whole idea of making sequel was about, but I can't work on something I don't have passion for. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to work on something that you really don't believe in, especially if it's gonna take a couple years, dude. Yeah, that process is not that quick as people may think. So yeah, I get you, Hayes. I get you. I'm not telling you that you're not capable of doing it, but I get you, like where you're coming from. Yeah, your thought process. GenkiDev says fair. I'm the same. Yeah, dude. I'm the same also. GenkiDev says you need to strike when the iron is hot, build momentum, and don't stop until it's finished. You'll find that project soon. Yeah, dude. And it may not be sequel Saute. Maybe HeyDev is just ripping the band-aid. Yeah, maybe he is. One has to know which things to discard in life, dude. We cannot do everything, and we should not do everything. There are some projects which we simply shouldn't do, dude. They sounded like good ideas and shit, but then we realized throughout the way that they weren't the right thing for us when we get into them. So yeah, I wouldn't force anyone and tell them, dude, just finish it and everything, believe in you and shit, because maybe that's not the thing that you need in life at that point. Darna says, dude, what you need to do, Hayes, if there's no heart in it, don't do it. Yeah, dude, if you don't have your heart in it, don't do it, dude. Same as in real life, like Darna says. Yeah, dude, just like with the girlfriend that you're gonna get in the next 6 months, dude. If you don't love her, dude, don't stay with her. But if you love her, marry her, Hayes. Yeah, I'm rooting for you, dude. I'm like visualizing the girlfriend in the next 6 months. Ketchu says, yeah, only you have to worry about it is the fact that what you're doing is fun and you're truly passionate about it. Yeah, dude. Passion is like the biggest fuel in making games. It's not knowledge, dude. It is passion. GenkiDev says you should repurpose sequels as an assets and framework to sell. Yeah. HeyDev says, yeah, fuck sequels out there. Yeah, dude. HeyDev says gotta take a fat piece, be right back. Oh, HeyDev didn't even hear about the thing about the girlfriend. Yeah, but when you get to the point where you can openly say like, fuck that project, dude, you don't want to do that project. So just don't do it. Just don't do it. Yeah, deal with the fact that you don't want to do it, and just don't do it. Go to the next thing. Go to the next thing. One should not just do everything in life just for the sake of doing it. Some things aren't meant for us. Yeah. Darna says, hey Janimal, while you go out the shop, get a what, dude? No. Fuck you, Darkna one. Get a nothing. Janimal, don't listen to this person. Polyfilm says, wait, the seagulls out there cancelled. I think so, dude. I think so that we got like the breaking news here on this live stream. Yeah, I think those are like the breaking news, dude. HeyDev may change his mind, because we may all change our minds in projects, dude. But when you like can openly say, dude, like fuck that project, you're not just into it, dude. You don't want to do it, so it's better not to do it. I understand it. I have done it with other projects in life. I didn't do it with Spaceman Memories because I was really passionate about it, but I did it with other things, dude. I discarded them. I really wasn't into them. I realized throughout the journey of making them that they weren't meant for me. GenkiDev says, I'm making Genki because it's been stuck in my head for over a decade. Okay, the Discord. Yeah, dude, I didn't check the Discord. Thank you for reminding me. So this is GenkiDev's portraits for the game. Fuck yeah, dude. Dude, is this the same artist for all the other ones? The ones that showed that the different planes of the whole character? Good artist, dude. Good artist. They look like the characters, like the pixel art characters, dude. They do look like the pixel art characters. Oh, awesome, GenkiDev. Good stuff, dude. Is this the same artist that makes this one suit, or are they different artists? GenkiDev says, no, different artists. Okay, I read that one. Darna says, damn, so close. Yeah, that was a close one, dude. Fuck you. Polyphim says to Darna, he's so alerted now. Gotta let it cool for a bit. Exactly, dude. You gotta let it cool if you want me to fall for one of those ones, dude. Gekidev says Dragon Ball Z inspired. Yeah, dude. Yeah, Ketchu says Dragon Ball. Yeah, it's inspired, dude. He's like a hardcore fan, dude. So it is inspired by it. Okay, people, I think we are done with these ones. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Gonna put like some of these things inside like these ones. Okay, because these ones are gonna be like glass. It says to Polyphim, not really. I'm just not in the mindset right now to work on something like this. So it's not really cancelled. You need to work on something else that relieves my stress instead of promote stress. It could be, dude. It could be. You've been like working like for a lot of years now in game development and everything, and you could be having a bit of a burnout, Hayes. That is normal, dude. So it's good, dude, to try different things in life. I think you went away when I told you, dude, that it'd be cool, dude, if you got a girlfriend for this, like in this next like 6 months. That would be a cool project for you, Haystep. Yeah, having fun, going to the movies, having dates and shit. Yeah, going out with the lady. That would really relieve your stress, dude. Gekidev says that no, dude, because he's almost gonna get married at this point. But I'm pretty sure he was having a lot of fun in the previous years. So you and Genkidev are on different stages in life. Genkidev says no, because it's all original characters. You can copyright art style. Oh, about the Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, you can copyright Black Spiky, her anime character. Yeah. Polyphim says understandable, sending the love to Hazedev. Yeah, understandable, dude. It's totally understandable. Genkidev says original names, original designs. Only art style is inspired by Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, dude, I get you. Don't worry. Oh, but you're explaining to other people, right? Haze says I should get a girlfriend. Maybe you should. I'm not joking, Haze. I am not joking, dude. 19 years old, dude, and being like many years, like working in the room in a computer, dude. It would help you, dude. It would help you like learn other things from life, have fun, dude. It would really make you stressed in other ways. But it would be fun, dude. It would be a fun experience to have in this point, like being 19 and shit. You were working on big ass projects these last few years in Unreal Engine. So taking a break to have a girlfriend wouldn't be bad for you, dude. It wouldn't hurt you. I'm not joking. Hesef says I need to get physically healthy first before I date. You know what you gotta do, dude. You know what you gotta do. You know what your plans are. But I'm not joking on that one. Yeah, not at all. Polyphim says an AI girlfriend. I should get one of those, dude. I got the real ones all of these last few years, dude. So now I should get that one, Polyphim. Yeah, dude. Like her. But Hazedev should get the real one, dude. Yeah. Hazedev is in another point in life. But I should get the other one, the one that Polyphim said. Maybe China can start exporting them. Genkidev says, if you get a girlfriend, you would lose all your spare time. But if that's what you want to do with your spare time, then do it. Dude, it's not spare time or not spare time. It's just life, dude. It's just life. You gotta like put time into things in life. Yeah, I'm putting time into a video game in this point in my life. I would hope so, dude, that in other point in my life, I am not pouring 100% of my time into a video game, dude, or this video game. That I have a girlfriend, dude, or a family, or another project, or anything. So it's not, it is not spare time or anything. It's just time, dude. There are different kind of important things in different points in life. I think it wouldn't hurt Haystep, dude. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Genkidev says, show it in the Discord, Darna. Darna says, I think I still got my old drawings done of Dragon Ball Z. Okay, show them. Polyphim says 19 is a good time to wet the noodle. Yes, Polyphim. Yeah, just like Polyphim said it. Oh shit. Hey, says to Polyphim, Nerdy just telling me to get laid, not get a girlfriend at this point. No, dude. I would tell you to get a girlfriend. Yeah, you will learn things in life, dude. Being in a relationship, dude. Managing your emotions, understanding other person's emotions and shit. It wouldn't hurt you, Hayes, because I know, dude. I know the grind of being on a computer for years and shit, dude. And it doesn't hurt, dude. It doesn't hurt to have other kind of human interactions using your time, not like 100% of your time to be on a computer. Yeah. Yeah, now I'm not telling you to just get laid, dude. Polyphim is telling you that. Polyphim says that could probably help with the stress, though. It would, dude. Polyphim says, or stress you more. It's a mystery. Yeah, dude. Maybe he could become stressed about becoming Papa Hayesdev. Yeah, that is another kind of stress. You'll never remove stress off your life, people. Hayesdev or anyone else watching. You're just gonna have different kind of stresses, dude. Yeah, so maybe GenkiDev doesn't have the stress of getting a girlfriend, dude, but you have that one, dude. And GenkiDev has the stress of knowing Unreal Engine in a better way, but you do not have that one. Hey, so different kind of stresses in life. GenkiDev says, but yeah, I already looked in the copyright. I'm not using official characters. The IP is completely independent. Interesting. Janimal says just filling up the fridge. But yeah, what did you get, Polyphim? Janimal on the grocery store. Yeah, what did you get, Janimal? GenkiDev says, I think mo host, mo problem. Dude, I'm just talking about one girl. I'm not telling him to go and fuck all of the town. Janimal says, you got some chips. No, Sambos more oh yeah, dude. Sambos are good, Janimal. Sambos are some chips from Honduras. Hayesdev laughing to GenkiDev. GenkiDev says, nah, fuck. No, dude. I can tell you that is not fucking true, dude. GenkiDev says Nerdy used to be drowning in the pussy, playing them guitar, making them wet and shit. No, dude. I can assure you that is not fucking true. I was no rock star. I was a jazz guitarist. That doesn't excite any girl, dude. That is way too fucking like, yeah, like over specialized, dude. Like playing jazz guitar and everything. That doesn't bring the girls, dude. That is not like a rock star or a rapper thing. You're talking shit. Gentleman says nothing on my wishing is cancelled, only paused. Yeah, dude. That's a good way of seeing things in life. Polyphim says, gotta show her those blueprints. Yes, Hayesdev. Gotta show her those blueprints. Yeah, what Polyphim? Take this advice from Polyphim. GenkiDev says one girl is more than Hayes current has, and therefore more problems. Dude, you're talking way too much shit about girls today, dude. Like if you were single, where the fuck is Mrs. GenkiDev when we need her here, where you're saying all of this shit? Yellow says cool art. Which one, dude? Who posted art on the Discord? Hayesdev says when I found Nerdy on YouTube randomly one time, I wasn't expected this. I would have never expected, dude, to be talking with all of you people on the internet that I haven't met in person, this kind of topics. Hayesdev, you are completely fucking right, dude. In a million years, I would have expected this to happen. Yeah, the internet works in crazy and mysterious ways, dude. You're completely right. Yeah, crazy stuff, dude. Yeah, where's Mrs. GenkiDev? Mrs. Genki is nearby, and she gives me my personal time to work on my game. So that is a healthy relationship, dude. But a lot of girls aren't Mrs. GenkiDev. Yes, dude. A lot of girls aren't Mrs. GenkiDev. So you didn't, Mrs. GenkiDev didn't fall out from the sky, dude. And it was like the first person that you found on the world, dude. So you gotta go out there. You gotta go out there, Hayesdev, if you wanna find your Mrs. GenkiDev. Yeah, Polyphim says chat would like to know Mrs. GenkiDev's perspective. Joe Toro says I'm Mrs. Genki. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yes, Joe. Yeah, you are Mrs. Genki. GenkiDev says a lot of girls won't respect your time for hobbies, and it's rare to find one that does. Dude, that is a broad generalization of like 4 billion women in the world. You're gonna find some that respect the hobbies, dude. You're gonna find some that don't respect the hobbies. at whichever point, dude, you find the right one, dude, you're gonna have to do the work, dude, of going out to the world. And I think it wouldn't hurt in HazeDev's age, with what the stories that he has told me about what he has dealt in life and everything, dude. Yeah, I think it wouldn't hurt you, dude. Yeah, you've been grinding a lot these last few years, dude. Yeah, with all of this game dev stuff. So it wouldn't be bad for you to, I told you the other day, it wouldn't be bad for you to get into a sport, dude, like a hardcore sport, like long hours, dude. Wouldn't hurt you to get into a romantic relationship and shit, trying some new hobbies and everything, because you're so young, dude, and know so much about game dev that, yeah, dude, burnout is a bitch. Burnout is a bitch. Genki Dev says Joey is, yeah, Joey's the man, dude. Joe's the man. Joe Toro sending the love. Joe Toro says, I would respect your hobbies, Genki. Yeah, dude. Joe Toro would respect your hobbies. He would just go into Twitch to live stream by himself for 9 hours while you work on your game. Polifin says to Genki Devs, one of the reasons my cousin got divorced last year. Yeah, dude, so life is hard, people. Humans are hard and shit. I'm not saying that you're gonna find the perfect girl, HazeDev. Like the first girl that you're gonna find is gonna be the perfect one, but you gotta do the work and gotta take a risk, dude. Like in everything in life, not only relationships or games or anything. Yeah, like this is the risk that I'm taking right now, but I took that risk, the one that we're talking about in other points in my life, dude. I'm taking another type of risk, so it wouldn't hurt you to try other things in life, dude. You're still gonna be this badass game developer. It's not bad to try other things. HazeDev says stress matter already at 2,200. I'll wait for now. Yeah, dude, so maybe not a girlfriend, but maybe other things wouldn't hurt you, dude. Yeah, because burnout, dude, not only like burnout like from being tired, but a spiritual burnout, dude. Like from doing the same fucking thing like 100% of your time for like 10 years, 15 years, dude. You're like getting into the 12, how many years already, dude? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. It's 8 years for you now, HazeDev. 8 years for you now, dude. So you're getting into the type of years of making something that if you don't know how to manage it in a healthy way, like doing other things in life, you could get spiritually burned out. It is other kind of burnout, dude. It's not, it may not be tiring on the body or anything, but spiritually. Yeah, dude. The brain is like that. Kakidev says, yeah, I'm not trying girls and girls like that. Just saying, like, if I can get the way if you're trying to achieve something, my case is a lucky rare exception. Kakidev says, Joe Toro respects me so hard. Yeah, dude, the thing, Kakidev, if we just, all of us nerds, computer nerds, start seeing life like that, dude, we're gonna be single for the rest of our fucking lives, dude. You have to like find compromises, dude. Nobody's perfect and you're not gonna find the perfect couple. Yeah, so you're not gonna find the perfect girl, Haze. And if you ever find it, it's not gonna be the first one, dude. You have to go into the ocean and catch some seagulls out there. Actidev says, yeah, you need a girl that will help you in life to achieve and achieve goals, not get in the way. Hey, Steph. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that is the right person to have at your side. But it's not gonna be the first person that you're gonna find. You gotta go out there, dude, and meet people, know yourself, know other people, know other people's games, understand manipulation and everything, understand human nature, dude. It's never gonna be like the first time. Polyphone says, become an OnlyFans simp. Yeah, Polyphone. Yeah, don't be that one. You could become an OnlyFans simp, dude, if you start seeing things in a cynical way. Yeah, relationships and everything. Yeah, that could happen, dude. And yeah, it's hard, dude. It's hard. So I would ever be cynical about this. Yeah, this is a yo. Pixel Gem Pixels has subscribed for 1 month. Oh shit. Pixogen, thank you, dude. Thank you. Shit, this is so cool. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. It's been a while since I talked with Pixogen. So thank you, Pixogen Pixels. I received the notifications. Really nice. Pixogen says, long time no see, been busy. Yeah, dude, I know. Long time no see. We're having some deep ass conversations today, dude. Sometimes we have the funny ones, sometimes we have the crazy ones. We started with some crazy ones, now we're having the deep ones. Yankee Dev says, no, I know, but when they get in the way, the one thing that you're good at, it can be stressful. But that's life, dude. You gotta take the risk. You gotta take the risk like in anything, dude. Yeah, like trying to make a game, finishing it, figuring out that it wasn't your thing, so going to another thing. That is life, like not just only making games, but also relationships or anything, projects, startups and shit. Pixogen says, yo, yeah, had a normal sleep schedule for a bit. Okay, so now you're on the craziest sleep schedule, my dude. What have you been working on, Pixogen? Thank you for coming in, my dude. Really appreciate it. Pixogen says taking risks is way better than getting old with regrets. In everything, dude. Not only in game development, but in relationships, in projects, in business, in startups, dude. Artistic ideas. Yeah, dude, you gotta take the risk. You may get burned, but you're gonna learn, dude. You're gonna learn in the process. Yeah, because I can assure you, dude, that the first person that you go on a date, it's not gonna be, it could be, dude, that possibility exists, but it's not gonna be like for in the first days you're gonna figure out this is the love of my life, I want to stay with this person, I figure life out. You gotta take the fucking risk, guys. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Darna says, found some of my old drawings, I start posting. Okay, let me know when you have it there on the Discord, dude. Yeah. Okay, I think we are ready to start. Yeah, to start texturing this shit. Yeah, fuck yeah. Let's go, let's start. So I'm gonna select all of the walls, I'm gonna hide them, and the floors. Know what Genki Dev says? I know, dude, you have a point, but how did you get to that point, Genki Dev? By learning about human relationships, right, and taking risks and understanding yourself, understanding other people and what you wanted from life and from other person. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. I'm not saying to haste to just go and get laid and shit, but to try other things in life wouldn't hurt, dude. It really wouldn't hurt. Burnout is fucking bitch, dude. That has happened to me in other things in life. Okay, let's do this texture. Fuck yeah, I'm happy to get to this point. Let's select everything. Yankee Dev says, I've had a few girlfriends, it's just from my experience. Dude, and were all of them perfect and shit? Did you learn from them in good ways and in bad ways? I'm pretty sure, dude, you had to go through the process to find your current Mrs. Genki Dev. She didn't fall from the sky. Polyphil says, no, it's also easy normal to fall into the mindset of this is the love of my life and I'll never love again when you're young. Yeah, dude. Yes, I have been there, dude. I have been there. It's really easy to fall into that. And Polyphil, the only way that you get over that feeling is by being in relationships, dude. Learning to understand your own fucking brain, chemistry, understanding how the brain and the heart manipulates your fucking mind, dude. You're never gonna figure that shit out until you go into relationships. That's what I'm saying to Haze. Pixogen says it's easier each time. Exactly, it's easier each time, dude. You understand your own psychology in a better way each time. So you'll not fall for this kind of traps, like thinking that, oh, the first person in 2 dates that I've met this person in 2 dates and I think that they're the love of my life. Yeah. Okay, let's delete this one. Let's create a texture. No, this one's not. These ones are gonna be another texture. Yeah, because those ones are glass. Yeah, I'm gonna create a texture, maybe 32. This one is shop 1, combine islands, confirm. Did I use 32 or 16 the other time? I think I did 32. Let's try. Pixogen says, Polyfilm says, yeah, experience, dude. Yeah, just life experience. Pixogen says, I can share too much, nerdy, but I'll post pics in the Discord. Okay, my dude, thank you. Let me know when they are there. Hesdev says to Genki Devs, how did you meet your wife, girlfriend? Yeah, how did you meet Mrs. Genki Dev? Pixogen says, posted them in general. Okay, let's go and check out the Discord. So people, if you want to join the Discord, you want to post your chat, you want to see other people chat, this is the Discord in the chat. Okay, there it is. I'm posting the link to YouTube also. Okay, awesome. Let's continue. Let's see what... Oh, Darna posted. And also Pixogen posted. Oh, shit. Let's see first what Darna posted. This was Mr. Genki Dev, the husband of Mrs. Genki Dev work. We were seeing it earlier. This is Darna's drawings from... Are these from long ago, Darna? Oh, you were talking about the Dragon Ball Z inspired ones, right? Yeah, I can see those. How long ago were these ones, Darna? Dude, you're into dragons, right? Because you have like that fucking dragon in the avatar overlay. So thank you, Darna, for sharing these ones, dude. How long ago were these ones? This is Pixogen. Oh my god, dude. Dude, the fuck is this? Is this Blockbench Pixogen? Shit, dude, this looks nice, dude. This is neat. This is really, really neat. Oh, thank you, dude. Thank you for... Oh, this is Blender. Yeah, I'm seeing it now. Yeah, here I couldn't see it, but now I can see it. Good stuff. Good stuff, my friend. Shit, dude. Amazing. Darna posting the... What the fuck is this, dude? This is like a fire dragon and shit. What the fuck is that one, dude? That one seems like a very violent entity, dude. The robots, like... These are like... Transformers, right, dude? Yeah. So Darna says, yeah, long ago, over 10 years old, drawings. Good stuff, dude. How did you end up finding them, dude? That is crazy. Did you take those pictures right now? Dude, crazy. This is so nostalgic. Genki Dev says, Mrs. Genki and I met on Hinge, but it worked. Oh, shit. Yeah, dude. If it works, it works. Yeah, everybody has different things in life. Yeah, thank you for being honest, dude. Good stuff. Dev says to Genki Devs, oh, shit, nice. Yeah, dude, nice. Pixogen says, you use Blender. Yeah, I got it from the next image. Polyfilm says, Nerdy Loki asking if they were from long ago. Dude, because I've seen that Darna does better drawings now. That's why I was asking. And they look old, dude. The paper looks old. Yeah. I've seen that Darna does digital ones. So I'm assuming that these were from the times that he didn't have a tablet. What the fuck are you implying, Polyfilm? Genki Dev says, yo, Pixogen, those are sick. Genki Dev says to Hazev, just gotta find someone that works with you, not against you. Yeah, dude, that's the key, right? That's the key, but it may not be the first person that you have to find, you're gonna find, so you gotta get the experience there. Hazev says, did that first one have... Oh, shit. The first girlfriend have a dick? What the fuck, laughing your ass off? What the fuck are you talking about, the drawing? Or are we talking about girlfriends now? Hey, Steph. dude, you gotta give me context, people, on these fucking messages. Pixogen says, oh shit. dude, I just got fucking lost. We were talking about dating and the girlfriends. It says no dark the drawings, bro. No girlfriends. What the fuck? Oh shit, you broke me. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Time out. Time out. Time out. Dude, I just got lost in the conversation there. Darna says, yeah, you just took the pics of them, the pictures, and kept in most of your drawings from when you were, you were a kid. Dude, so were these ones from when you were a kid and the pictures are 10 years old or the drawings like, yeah. Polyphony says, did we all drew Dragon Ball Z when we were kids? I have stick figures of Goku just in one corner and the hair filing in the whole page. No, I didn't, dude. I didn't. I didn't do drawings from Dragon Ball Z. Polyphony says, love doing that shit. I know, dude, that everybody loved doing that shit. Okay, let's go and start painting, people. We have this ready. So let's see what the vibe is for this. Oh, shit, dude. Genki, Pixogen says to Genki Dev, thanks, I'm excited to be off 2D projects and back into 3D. Once we bake lighting, it will look awesome. Yeah, dude, it's looking nice, this Blender shit that you're working on. Darda says, yeah, I just took the pics. Okay, I read that one. Yeah, I read that one. Let me see where we are. Hesdev says the context is when I send the message, but you were busy looking at the drawings. Yeah, yeah, and everybody laughed after that. Pixogen says to Dargna, I uploaded all my images from 13 to 18 on an image hosting site, and they kept them to this day. I should post some of my early artwork. Yeah, dude, because I have seen that now Dargna does digital artwork, so that's why I was assuming that these ones were old. Dargna says you never know these days, Hayes. Joey Toro dead. Oh shit, dude. Oh shit, dude. We got back to this shit, dude. Dude, that caught me off guard, dude. Dude, you were talking about the girlfriends in the dating shit. What the fuck did you ask that question? Oh shit, dude. Oh shit. Okay, let's start here. Oh, okay, same process. We're gonna start with like the brown for like the wood. I'm gonna use different textures for these ones this time, coming from Pixel Basher. Okay, so let me find like the right tones. Let's run the paint bucket. Joey Toro. Oh shit, Joey. Why do you always come here when we have like the craziest conversations, Joey Toro? Yeah, you're like the crazy conversations magnet. Yeah, Joey Toro, you are that person, dude. Joey Toro says always listen. Genki Dev says, I reckon Joey Toro gets all the bitches, says Genki Dev. Joey, what's the vibe there? If you don't want to talk, dude, about your relationship and shit, like Genki Dev talking about, yeah, getting the girls and now getting Mrs. Genki Dev. Yeah, dude, don't worry. Joey Toro says, respectfully, of course. Fuck yeah, Joey. Okay, I wasn't expecting this response from Joey because she seems so nice, dude. So like very respectful towards the girls and shit. But he said respectfully, of course. Darna says, I used to draw so much, if no paper, I would be drawing on walls, tablets everywhere, even graffiti. Yeah, so you were that kind of kid, right? Yeah, I could really picture you as that type of kid, dude. Yeah, and even adult, that type of adult also. Policy says he and oh, we're getting back to Mike, dude. Who the fuck is this Mike? Catcher says once he gets a chance at real life to Hazev. Oh shit, Hazev, check out this Catcher's comment. The Catches the Wise. Catches the Wise says once he gets a chance at real life boobs, he'll realize that game development isn't as exciting anymore. Laughing my ass off. You're not kidding, Catches. Fuck you, dude. You're not kidding. That was some serious ass comment coming from you. You're not kidding no one. You're not. Yeah. Yankee that says, yeah, add in Mike. Yeah, who the fuck is Mike, dude? Yeah, you're trying to make me fall for that one, but I'm not gonna fall for that one, dude. Okay. Maybe another brown. Okay, awesome. Let's continue with this one, the counters. Yeah, the counters are brown. Yeah, I like better this brown than this reddish brown, so I'm gonna stay with that one. Genki Dev says, why is Pikachu hat out of stock? Is it out of stock on Twitch, dude? like the redeeming. Polyphony says, catches, nothing is more important than vitamin B. Oh shit. Yeah. All the people coming with the wisdom now on the chat. Catches, you weren't joking. Catches says, yeah. Is that you're gonna have to decide if you take this advice, dude. I'm not gonna take this decision for you. He says this, I posted some old art in the Discord. Dude, why are you like pivoting the conversation from what Kitches told you? Now you're like talking about old fan art and shit. Are you like nervous, dude? Let's see what Hazel posted. Oh yeah, dude, good stuff. Oh, I saw these ones, dude, on Twitter. I think I saw these ones on Twitter, yeah, or Instagram. I don't remember, but yeah, this one I saw it before. I hadn't seen this one. I said, which art software were you using to paint this one? Were you using a tablet, dude? What was your workflow? So this is Darna, people. This is Darna. Like, yeah, dude, this look like all drawings. It's nostalgic shit, dude. Nostalgic check. This is Pixogen Pixels. Fuck yes. This is GenkiDev. So this is HazeDev cooking. So if there are any girls watching from the Pacific Coast in the United States, want to have like a nice boyfriend that makes enchiladas, this is HazeDev girls watching. You can find him there on that red avatar on Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky, and OnlyFans. Everywhere you can find him. In OnlyFans, he only posts like bikini stuff, like hanging, lifting weights on the beach and shit. So Darna says, the fuck, dude. Dude, let me read this shit again, because I don't even know what the fuck did I read. I'm gonna read Hazel first, because I don't know what the fuck did you just say, dude. Hazel says you use... What the fuck is this, dude? What the fuck is this? Let me see. I don't trust you anymore, dude, with these software's names. Yeah. Also, it's a real thing, right? Yeah, Medibank Pro. I was thinking like, yeah, I'm seeing the bang word and I'm like, what the fuck is this? So yeah, it's a real software. So you use Medibank Pro, you use a display drone tablet from Huion. Huion are good, dude. I have a Huion also. So okay, I want pivot. You see in real life movies would be great, says HazeDev. Are you happy I addressed it now? Yeah. Yeah, you addressed it now. You addressed it now. HazeDev says, I would show my other work, but it's probably not safe for stream. Yeah, dude, if it's not safe for Twitch, yeah, I wouldn't show it. Darda says, Nerdy might show his. Might show his what, dude? Polyphony says, can I post not safe for work on Discord, Nerdy? You can, dude. It for me, it doesn't matter. The Discord is open if it's artistic, right? But for Twitch, I wouldn't show it because I do not know. I don't even know what the fucking guidelines on Twitch are, people. Yeah, I don't know what the vibe is, what they can, if they can shadow ban you or ban you, like. But my Discord is open for any artistic thing. I think most of us are grown-ups there, so yeah, it's open for that, dude. Paul says, want to be part of the old drawing trend going under? Yeah, dude. Post anything you want. Maybe for the stream, some things may not be safe, but the Discord is open, dude. I think most people there are grown-ups. We understand art may be like many different things, so yeah, dude, go for it. Darla says, basically the school kicked me out for doing pranks in school. I'm gonna read your comment again, dude. I was like, what the fuck is this story, dude? And I was like, are you trying to troll me to read something weird? GenkiDev says, I posted. Okay, you posted something. Let's see, dude. Let's see what GenkiDev posted on the Discord. Oh shit, dude. Good stuff, dude. Did you make these ones, dude, or one of your artists? These ones are funny, dude. These ones are funny. Yeah, this one's more funny. That one's more funny. So thank you for sharing that. Polyphim, is that one the one that I had for like a split second? Is that safe for work or not? Let me know if I can go back to the images or not. Yeah, just let me know, dude. Polyphim says decided not to post any not safe for work. Okay. Darna says I'm tired. You want to go to sleep, dude? You want to go to sleep? If you're tired, go to sleep, dude. Don't worry. Just tell us. Geekidev says one of your artists. Good stuff, dude. Funny one, the green one. Polyphim. So okay, so these ones are safe for Twitch. Yeah, let's just say that things are safe for Twitch or not safe for Twitch. So people just tell me if things are safe for Twitch or not safe for Twitch. Okay, so this is what Polyphim posted on the Discord. 15-year-old drawings from Polyphim, our fellow artist. Polyphim says if I post any not safe for work, you will know for sure. Okay, man. Okay, dude, which kind of mushrooms were you at these times in your life, like 15 years ago? Oh, I can see some mushrooms there, dude. So it was a joke, but I can see that it is not a joke. Heavy shit, Polyphim. This is very detailed, dude. This is very, very detailed. Do you still have this, like the physical drawings, dude? Check out the Booby Rooster from Polyphim. Yeah, dude. Polyphim is I've seen Polyphim's art. This guy is a hardcore visual artist, people. Yeah. Yeah, so that is just like a sneak peek of Polyphim's work. Yeah, and that was 15 years ago. The current work is much, much more advanced. I can tell you that. Hesef says, oh no. Dude, fuck you with that shit. I don't even know what the fuck that is, dude. But it's good that Google saved me that day. Gekidev says this guy. Which one, dude? Polyphim says some, yeah. Other I gave them away or sold them. Oh, so you still have some of the drawings. Good shit, dude. Long time ago. Those are nice, dude. But you've become better, dude. I can really see your progress from the things that you have on Instagram, dude. Yeah, I can really see you've worked harder to become a better visual artist. So props to you, my dude. Props to you. Okay, let's do these containers. They're like white, right? Yeah, okay. These ones, I would make them a bit darker. Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna paint them very quickly because remember, I'm gonna bring something from Pixel Basher to like bring things into life. They're not gonna be like that flat. Oh shit. Polyphim sending the love. Yeah, dude. SF says posted another one in Discord. Safe for work. Okay, let's check it out, dude. Let's check it out. Okay, so Hazdef posted 2 more arts. People are posting the art today, people. If you have anything to show, come into the Discord, show it. I met these people on the internet. We haven't known each other for years, but we are now friends. We share our work. So don't be afraid of coming into the community, start showing your work. So this is Hazdef's. Still with the Huyon, dude. Yeah, dude, I can see that it was done like with a pencil, a digital pencil, dude. Good stuff, Haystef. Dude, you can do like everything, dude. You can like draw, you can code, you can model. Yeah, you can texture. Holy shit, dude. Yeah. Polyphim says, now that I think about it, oops, was the nipple not safe for work? I don't think so, dude. I don't think so. I think that nipple on that drawing was okay. I wouldn't worry about that one, dude. But I think that there are more explicit things that, yeah, they would get you like a warning on Twitch. Remember yesterday that I was trying to do a raid and I was trying to get into a game dev raid and I received a warning before going into that channel? Yeah, I don't want that on my channel, dude, because many people wanna watch not safe for work content, dude. And I'm like trying to appeal to the broader audience. Yeah, Seraxi says the whole package for sure. Yeah, dude, Hazedev is the whole fucking package for sure. It's crazy, dude, that this guy also can draw. Yeah, with the pencil and shit. Yeah, dude, good stuff. Yeah, but no, Polyphim, don't worry about it, dude. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that one. That one's cool. Okay, let's do this ones. Which other color of bottles do we have? Let me see, like, which other kind of facets we have. We should make some of those dolls. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make them later. I just want to make progress. Pixelgen says, when we get in hot tub laptop game dev stream. Holy shit, dude. Could you imagine, dude, me in the hot tub and shit, naked, making video games in Unreal Engine? Dude, has anyone done that in Twitch? Have you seen that one, Pixelgen, like for real on Twitch? Someone making games, like one of these girls, like they're like using Twitch like OnlyFans and make, dude, that person would go viral. Could you imagine, dude? That girl would go viral. Yeah, working in Godot or Unity, dude, in the hot tub and shit. Yeah. Hesda says, I wouldn't really say you can draw, but thanks, guys. Yeah, you can draw, dude. You can draw. Polyphon says, shut up. You can. Yeah, shut the fuck up, dude. Pixelgen says, laugh out loud. I never said anything about naked. But everybody imagined it. Pixelgen. Ketcher says, that would be hilarious. Pixelgen says, that's all you. Everybody imagined it. Pixelgen. Everybody has that image now. Serax is laughing. Ketcher says, I've seen a guy streaming on YouTube smoking the weed and eating for 11 hours game developing. Creating an engine from scratch. Yes, I've seen that guy also, dude. That guy's famous. I've seen that guy. Yeah, dude. Serax says, true to Ketchers. Jarl says, then the laptop falls in game dev dead in unfortunate accident, leaves no girlfriend behind. I would be that guy, dude. If I like was making the game with the laptop and the hot tub and I got electrocuted, the news would be like that. Like solo game developer dies without finishing his game and leaves no girlfriend behind. That would be the fucking headline, dude. So I gotta finish the game, so at least it only says game dev creator of Spaceman Memories died, leaves no girlfriend behind. So I gotta finish the game, Janimal. I gotta do it. Genki Dev says Nerdy wants to watch girls in the bathtubs on Twitch. Dude, I don't want to watch it, and it's a real thing on Twitch. That is not a joke. It's a real thing. So if one of these girls starts making games, she would go viral. Arna says I can draw much now after a car crash you had. Oh shit, dude, how long ago was this car crash? Pixelgen says the first person guy. Yeah, I think it's that one. Yeah, I've seen him coding direct shadows or something. Yeah, dude, that guy is like on another frequency, dude. Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck he's doing, dude. I don't understand the code. Yeah, but he's totally on another frequency. But I've seen the guy that smokes weed and works in his own first-person engine on YouTube. I've seen that person. Yeah. Okay, let's try something more. Yeah, let's do different colors. Yeah, nothing like too crazy. Just like different options of colors, so it doesn't look like that flat. Yeah, so this one I'm thinking I could have something more like this. Yeah, okay, awesome. Very quickly, we're gonna have this ready because of Pixel Basher. Polyphon says Nerdy Memory lives through Spaceman Memories. Exactly, dude. We should hope that I finish this fucking game, dude, before anything bad happens, because at least I would be on the news in a different way from what Janimal said. If I had like this accident on a hot tub, dude, making games on a hot tub on Twitch. Darna says been a few years now. Was it like a big crash, dude? Like a really big crash? Did you like break any hands or arms? Yeah, dude. Hard stuff, dude. I've been in car crashes, but smaller ones, dude. I've never been in a really big one. So yeah, sorry for you, my dude. Sorry for you. Must be hard. Yeah, but shit happens. Yeah, just like Forrest Gump said, right? Shit happens. Okay, so yeah, those colors are nice. Yeah, these ones are cool in those tones. So let's do some other different ones for this side. Okay, this one's maybe a a bit crazier, I think. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, that is cool. Let's do this one, that green, and this one like this darker green. Okay, we've got duplicates there. Yeah, let me delete this one. Oh no, no duplicates. So why wasn't able to paint this? This surface does not have a texture. Ah shit, those are not part of the UVs. Okay, doesn't matter. I'm just gonna duplicate the other ones. Okay, I didn't select those ones when I created the texture. Yeah. Okay, awesome. Okay, let's keep going. I'm gonna select this one. Let's go back here. I'm gonna delete this one, this one, this one. Yeah, and this one. Okay, so I'm just gonna duplicate this rows, and there it is. Awesome. Almost there, almost there. So gentleman says on YouTube, does anyone ever have that UE5 is missing on startup, but you find out the Windows is 4 pixels wide? No dude, that hasn't happened to me. His just posted some more art. Okay, let's check it out, dude. No, gentlemen, that has not happened to me, dude. Yeah. Okay, more art from Hezdev. So see, dude, you can draw. Fuck you saying that you cannot draw. You're like a hardcore Spider-Man fan, right, Hayes? Yeah, I can see that, dude. Or Marvel, right? Yeah, dude. Do you still have the Huion tablet, dude? Nice. These are cute, dude. These are cute. Violent, but cute, right? Do you still have the tablet, or did you sell it or anything? Yeah, Hezdev can draw. Polyfilm. Oh, shit. Check out this motherfucker, people. We are all like making shit on the computers and shit, and then Polyfilm comes and says, look at what I can do with embroidery. Yeah, dude, holy shit. Hezdev says, yeah, you still have it. Those are good, dude. Huion are good. Wacom are way too expensive. They are good tablets. So Polyfilm, Hezdev, thank you for sharing your stuff. This is Hezdev, people, cool shit. Yeah, dude. Yeah, just being a kid, right? Drawing stuff, having fun. Those are the vibes. Those are the cool vibes. This is not a kid's work. This is like a grown-up's work. Yeah, like, what is happening here, Polyfilm? The theme of this is very grown-up. What's happening there? Yalman says must be a Mac OS thing. Yeah, dude, must be a Mac OS issue. I'm thinking that is an Unreal Engine Mac OS issue. Darna says, lucky to be here. There are things I have forgotten, nothing broken, but I was trapped in the car. Dude, I'm very sorry about the story, Darna. Seems like you've had like very rough patches throughout life, my dude. So, but it's good that you're here with us, dude. Yeah, you could get through. You moved, dude, forward and everything. But yeah, dude. Yeah, you're fortunate. I know, dude, that you're going through some difficult stuff in life and shit, but you're here, dude. That's the good thing about it. Yeah, hard shit, dude. Hard shit. I imagine it, dude. Gentleman says I have some old drawings on my Ko-Fi. Yeah, gentleman says Poly, what the fuck? Yeah, Polyfilm, what the fuck? Genkidev says what's a Mac OS issue? This thing that Janimal said, dude. He asked, does anyone ever have that Unreal Engine 5 is missing on startup, but you find out the window is 4 pixels wide? Has that happened to you? Genkidev. Polyfilm says, not even I know what's up with my stuff. So not even you know what's happening in that image, right? Yeah, so Hezdev is like this nice kid making Spider-Man, dude, and Marvel. Yeah, like all of us kids. And then comes Polyfilm and says like, fuck you people, I'm gonna make these things that I don't even understand, dude. But the detail on this shit, dude. Did you keep doing this kind of work, dude? Polyfilm, this kind of embroidery? Gentlemen, so this is the things that you posted. Okay, let's check out your Ko-Fi. So it's free to access, right, gentlemen? Yeah, it's on Ko-Fi, but it's free to access. Let's see your drawings. Also, oh, it's like a shop. Oh, Yanamal can draw too. Everybody's an artist here, people. Yeah. Yeah, good community. I'm happy for this community. Yeah, Janimal, good shit, dude. Good stuff. Dude, have you like made comics and shit? I can see that you have the knowledge. Oh, you told me. Yeah, you told me about making comics. Yeah, you really have the knowledge for this. GenkiDev says nope. No wishes like that. Yeah. It's a specific Janimal thing. Hezdev says, bro, I drew all of this as an adult. I love my superheroes. As an adult, dude, but you're still young, dude. You're still young. I wouldn't say that you're a boy, but you're a young person, right? And it's good that never lose that kid spirit. That is like a flame that really can go off, dude. Never leave that one go off, dude. Janimal says Marvel zombie for life. Yeah, GenkiDev says his just loves superheroes. Man's a hero at heart. Yeah, dude, so you should make a superhero game for fucking sure. Hezdev says that Spider-Man is awesome, Janimal. Yeah, it is. PixelGen Pixel says really cool. I always wanted to get into ink. Yeah, Janimal. What things did you work on? Did you work on comics and shit? You told me about something about comics, but have you worked like for paid work? Seraxi says some cool shit. Yeah, dude, some cool shit from this community. I can't believe, dude, that this was the result of coming this year into Twitch, dude, starting live streaming and shit. And this is what turned out from this community, dude. This is some cool ass shit. Seraxis, yeah, for fucking sure, dude. Yeah, not in a million years I would have expected this, so I'm really happy about it, dude. Hezdev says to Janimal, bro, Janimal, do you take commissions at all for drawings? I could see myself hiring you for a project. Okay, Janimal, check it out. Polyphil says, yeah, you love embroidery, pick it up in the pandemic, and you know I love all things embroidery. You love all things embroidery stitching. The room next to this one is your workshop. Maybe one day I'll make you some tapestry. Dude, do you have like a picture, a photo of your workshop? That'd be cool to see, Polyphim. I don't think any of us has a workshop like you, like an artist workshop. Most of us are like more like computer artists. But you having like the workshop, yeah, it would be cool to see it one day. Janimal says you used to you work with ink, but in fairness, you haven't drawn like that for like 4 years. Been stuck in the office and learning how to code instead. Janimal, what do you work on, dude? On your day job? Yeah, you've told me about your day job, dude. I haven't asked you before, dude, because maybe it's too personal. I don't want to like be too nosy. But do you work in coding in your day job? Janimal says to Hezdev, I'm afraid I don't have the bandwidth for line art. Yeah, dude, because of your regular job, right? Yeah, I get you, Janimal. Yeah, makes sense, dude. Hezdev says to Janimal, fur, if you ever take them, take again, let him know. Yeah, dude. Let us know if you take that type of work again, Janimal. You are a good artist, dude. Okay. Let's paint those ones. Which colors would this one be? Yeah, like a brown. Yeah, let's do like a brownish orangey. Yeah, like this. Okay, we've got a duplicate there. Okay, awesome. Let's continue. Okay, so paint bucket. Okay. Maybe I'll just change the colors a bit on some of these ones, so they don't look like the same. But I'm gonna go the simple way with these containers. Okay, there it is. Let me use this one. Awesome. So these are green because those ones are gonna be glass. That one's gonna be another material, so that's why I don't have it on this same UVs. Polyphim says, man, it's not a professional workshop. It's a room I turn into my embroidery soldering cave. I'll show it one of these days. Now it's too disorganized. Okay, dude, don't worry. Don't worry, but it'd be interesting to see the workshop. Janimal says, my day job is multilingual tech help desk here in Southeast Asia for European companies. Nice and boring, says Janimal. Yeah, dude. one has to do those jobs in the at different points in life, right, dude? So I understand you, dude. I understand you. So I hope that do you ever want to like get off that job, dude, or you think that it's enough for you, it's nice, and you can manage your other projects and everything? Everybody has different goals in life. Yeah. As I said, since Polly was sharing in real life work, I posted some more stuff. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. Polyfilm says this figure, it's great. Joe Toro says you guys are such skilled artists. Holy moly, they fucking are, dude. Genki Dev sending the emojis of this handsome ass face on Twitch. This is like the most handsome emoji on Twitch, people. Darna says, hey Dev, I bet you play with those figures when you're doing your animations. Which figures, dude? Darna, what do you have to be such a dark motherfucker, dude? Your like screen name is like the best one, dude. Dark, not. Genki Dev says, have you seen when Disney CEO? No. 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 That is not the Disney CEO, dude. Fuck you. Hey Dev. How the fuck did you do this, dude? How does this work? Is this 3D printing? Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. What the fuck? Yeah, that's why Joey said like you guys are such skilled artists. Yeah, dude. The fuck is happening? No, Genki Dev. That is not the Disney CEO. Gentleman says I like having a steady paycheck for now to pay the bills. Yeah, dude. I understand that. Different points in life and everything, right? So yeah. If you like it, dude, if it's not bad for your mental health, yeah, just keep doing it. Polyfilm says, just saw your drawings, pretty cool stuff. Everybody's drawings are cool, dude. So I'm asking Hesef, like, what the fuck is this, and how did he end up doing like these figures, this like 3D print or anything? Yeah. Yankee Dev says, yes, it is. What the fuck? Look up Disney CEO. Disney CEO is Bob Iger, dude. There is no N between those two names. Janema laughing. Darna says, I wasn't being rude for once, nerdy. Dude, I don't even know when you're being rude now. Yankee Dev says, look up Disney CEO right now. Dude, I know who he is. And it's not that one. You added that N. Hesdev says, that's a custom Marvel Rivals figure. I sculpted with hot glue and clay. Marvel Legends. Yeah, Marvel Legends figure. Holmes says, cool shit, guys. Dude, what the fuck does this Hesdev person cannot do? Dude, I can't believe this is some like hot glue and clay shit. What the fuck, dude? Yeah, dude. Good stuff, dude. Good stuff. Thank you for sharing that one. Yeah, in real life shit is good too. So that's when Joey went like, holy shit, there's a lot of talented artists in this community. And indeed, there is, Joey. I can feel that vibe, dude. Dude, it's good that I met Hayes and Paul, Ifim and Joe, or all of you, like, at this point in my life, dude. If I had met all of you when I was younger, dude, when my ego was fragile and shit, I would just have felt like shit, dude, with all of you people and your cool work. Yeah. Now I just feel inspired. I like it. I enjoy it. But when I was like 18 years old, 19 years old, I would just have felt threatened. My ego felt threatened about all of this cool work. These are good artists. Yankee Dev says you will apologize. I'm not apologizing shit. Hesdev says his name actually is Bob Iger. Yeah, he added the N between those two words. Yeah, fuck you, Genki Dev. Genki Dev says Hayes does it all. He does it. Pixogen says crazy. Crazy, dude. Hayes says man of many hats. I guess you are a man of many fucking hats. Darkness says no wonder Hayes never leaves his room. Yeah, dude, you can see the results of this guy being so good at many of these things, dude. Yeah, he can also cook, dude. That is like the cherry on fucking top. He can do enchiladas and chicken fingers and wedge potatoes and shit. Yeah, dude, that is like the cherry on top. Okay, so let's create the texture for this one. No, not yet. Let's go into Pixel Basher. Yeah, let's go into Pixel Basher. Let's find some wood textures first. Okay, let me check the chat. I'm bringing Pixel Blatcher to the other monitor. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna apply this texture, and that's gonna be like the thing which I'm gonna end the live stream with. And tomorrow we're gonna do the other minor details, and we're gonna bring it into Unreal Engine. Same thing. Okay, so let me see the chat. Let's see the chat. Don't leave, people. I'm not leaving yet. I've gotta do this process. Gentleman says that's why I'm not on ArtStation. Everyone is like AAA artists over there. That actually says to Yanimal, very true indeed, dude. And you can get overwhelmed very quickly. I got overwhelmed, dude, when I was younger. Yeah. And the thing is that you gotta put in the hours, dude. You wanna become like HazeDev, like Polyphim and things like that. Yeah, you gotta put in the hours as an artist to be good, dude. You shouldn't feel threatened about other people's good work. Yeah. People just put in the hours, and those are the results. When I was younger, I didn't understand that math, and I didn't want to put in the hours, dude, and I just felt threatened. So yeah, one changes in life for fucking sure. Okay, I'm gonna try this one. I'm gonna try this texture. This is something that I was looking for. I want to see how it turns out to look. Okay, or just, yeah, just gray, just gray. Yeah. Okay, let me read. So Hezef says, Nerdy thinks that Iger is said the bad way. He doesn't realize there's a different way to say that. This isn't bad. Dude, I know that it could be another way, but this is Genki Dev we're talking about. If this was another person telling me to read that, I would understand that, but this is Genki Dev we're talking about. HazeDev. Polyphim says thank you to HazeDev. HazeDev sending love. Genki Dev says, yeah, what the hell? Fuck you, dude. What the hell? Nothing. This is Genki Dev, dude. Yeah, so I can understand the intention behind that comment. Yeah, don't come to me with that bullshit, HazeDev. Okay, let's export this texture. HazeDev says, look in the Discord at Polysart. Very deep, crazy. Oh, shit. Okay, yeah. This is the kind of Polyphim stuff that I have seen on Instagram. Yeah, so this is Polyphim, people. Yeah. HazeDev says, very deep, crazy, good shit. HazeDev says, yo, I'm catching strays now. Dude, this is good art. This is good art, Polyphim. Dude, this is like a mix of first you draw in paper and then you digitize it. What is the process? Or it's all digital? Dude, nice lighting on this one. It looks 3D in some ways. Or does it have 3D, dude? Yeah. Very clayish. Good stuff, Polyphim. Yeah, so yeah, this is Polyphim on the motherfucking house. Cooking, people. Yeah, this guy's cooking. Deep stuff. Your drawings, your paintings are deep, Polyphim. I can see that, dude. Polyphim says one last one. I cannot see it, dude. I cannot see it. Can you like upload it again? Or can I see it on Windows? Yeah, I cannot see it there on Discord. Yeah, crazy stuff, dude, but really good stuff. Yeah, Joey Toro sending the fire. Yeah, send that shit, dude. Send that shit. Polyphim says last ones are all digital on the iPad, no 3D. Oh, I have to open it. Okay, let me check out that one, dude. Let me check out that one. Is it like a different format, dude? Yeah, I'm opening, dude. It's loading. Oh, fuck. Fuck. People, check out this one from Polyphim. Holy fucking shit, dude. How long did this shit take you, Polyphim? Yankitev says, yeah, HazeDev says, oh fuck. Oh fuck indeed. Dude, how long did this shit take you, Polyphim? Yeah, HazeDev says, let's fucking go. Polyphim for the win. Polyphim. Yeah, oh shit. Yeah, people, this is Polyfim on the motherfucking house cooking. Yeah, dude, it's good that I met you at this point in my life, because if I had met you like when I was 18, dude, you would have just cooked me. Mentally, dude, like mentally really cooked me. This guy's a motherfucking good artist. Hezef says this reminds me of Adventure Time. Indeed, dude, indeed. Yalma says that's amazing. Polyfim says I don't know. You took you like 400 hours. It seems like 400 hours work, dude. It seems like it. Yeah, it really seems like it. Hezef says I use 3D for my art sometimes because I mostly only draw for concepting. I don't have time to do perspective and bullshit from scratch. Yeah, no, I've seen many people do that. I have done that also in the past. So I understand you, dude. I understand you. So this is Polyfim's work, people. Holy fucking shit. You want to check it out? The full image on your computer. There it is on the Discord. Polyfim on the motherfucking house. Shit, dude. That is some amazing work. Hezef says, I can see every hour in this drawing. Fantastic work, Polyfim. Exactly, dude. That's why I asked him. That first question was like, dude, how many fucking hours were behind this painting, this drawing? Shit, dude. Shit. Cool stuff, dude. Okay, let's go. I'm just gonna apply the texture, and tomorrow we're gonna continue with the details. So urban, this one's gonna be shop, this one's gonna be ref texture 1. I may use 2 textures on this one. Let's go back into Blockbench. Dude, what the fuck do I have 2 Blockbench instances? Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna continue. Okay, I'm gonna save this one. Urban shop. Yeah, shop. Okay, there it is. Let's go into Aseprite. At least so we can see the texture on top of all of this. Polyfim says, I have works that are like 500 layers. Not this one, but yeah. I can see you as that type of person that does work of 500 fucking layers, dude. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. Yeah, Polyfim. You keep like underestimating yourself, dude, and making us think that you are like not this big ass fucking artist, and you are, dude. So fuck you, Polyfim. You really cooked with all of those, dude. You really cooked. Polyfim says to Haze, shit can get out of hand easy. Yeah, 100%, dude. 100% it can get out of hand really easy and really quickly. Yeah, dude. I wouldn't have the attention span to do the kind of things that Polyfim does in traditional or digital art. Yeah, dude. Good stuff, Polyfim. I admire, dude. I admire what you're doing, dude. And you should stop talking shit about saying, nah, I'm not that good at some at things and shit. You are. You are. Pixelgen says pixel art is relaxing most of the time. I just hate drawing rocks and water. Yeah, dude, I would say that pixel art is relaxing. It is not like a 500 layer thing. Different kind of, it's a different kind of art, my dude. Yeah, for sure. It's a different kind of art. Oh, I was just like pasting the same shit over and over again. Okay, so here. Okay, there it is. Let's see how this texture turns out to be. Polyfim says, I know I have a little skill, but thanks, I appreciate it. You are good, dude. Hesdef says, Poly sneaking up on us showing he's an industry standard pro out of nowhere. Yes, exactly, Hesdef. This motherfucker really sneaked up on us. He was like being very humble and shit all of these past few weeks, saying, no, I'm not good and shit. And then he posts like this fucking shit, dude. And all of us are like, fuck you, dude. Oh, shit, dude. This is some amazing shit, dude. Dude, you have to like sit down and zoom in for a good while to see each of the details of all of this. So check this out, people. Like all of the tiny details that you can find in this thing, dude. Yeah, it's fucking crazy, dude. Darna says, I'd be lucky to draw a stick man. Me too, Darna. Me too, dude. Me too. I'd be lucky to draw a stick man, dude. Darna says, yeah, I read that one. Polyphene says, no, that true test is how the fuck am I gonna make a game with that skill? Dude, you may not have the technical skill, but you already have the mental skill to learn how to make the game. Because if you can sit for 400 fucking hours, dude, to do one of these paintings, dude, you for fucking sure can sit down for 400 fucking hours to make a game. That's why what I keep telling you throughout all of these weeks. Might not be the same knowledge, but it may be the same mindset. Kankitev says to Polypheme, says, little skill, excuse me. Yeah, excuse me indeed. Yeah, excuse me indeed. Darna says, if only you can draw code, Poly. Yeah, dude. Maybe you cannot code like the way that you want to code right now, dude, but you already have like the grind, the grit to make the game, dude. If you did like this 500 hours artwork, dude, don't come to me with that I don't have the skill bullshit. Polyphene says to Darna, I tried blueprints, but I like GD3 better. Yeah, brains work in different ways. Each person's brains works in a different way, dude. Yeah, some people like it, some people don't. Yeah, that's just how it is. Let's see how this looks in... Yeah, check it out. This texture looks nice. I like this one. So tomorrow, people, I'm gonna keep working on this. I'm liking how this is looking. Tomorrow we're gonna bring it into Unreal Engine, do the other details, build the materials in Shed, maybe do some other modeling for like some parts of the walls. Yeah, I'm thinking that on these walls we should have some paintings. Yeah, like a painting here on this part and a painting here. So that's what we're gonna do tomorrow. This was a fucking good live stream. If you're staying on Twitch, I'm gonna do a raid. Polyphene says blueprints were too chaotic for me. Yeah, dude. They are too chaotic for some people, so I understand you. Hezdev says, peace out, everyone. Good night. My dude, thank you for coming in. Hezdev sending the love. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. And all of you, the rest of you people watching, thank you for sharing your work, being here, talking shit, having fun, joking, trolling me. Yeah, these are the vibes. The NerdyPunkDev vibes. Thank you, people. I'm gonna go and do a raid. Let's see who can we raid. Maybe we can find someone random today that we can help, or let's see who is live streaming from the people that I know. Okay, so yeah, Jed is live streaming, so I'm gonna raid Jedem. Yeah, Jedem has good vibes. You can have fun there. He's working on some modeling, so we're gonna go into Jedem's live stream. Tomorrow I'm gonna be like that, like one day someone I know, one day someone I don't know. That's gonna be like the vibe. So today someone that I know. So raid browser, don't leave, people. Let's go and be part of the raid. So here is Jerem starting raid. Let's see how many people are we gonna go to the raid. 1 viewer ready to raid. Fuck yeah. 3 viewers. Fuck yeah. 5 viewers. Fuck yeah. 6. Thank you, people. This is really cool. So raiding now.